Mm. So, guys, you're welcome. Welcome to our income generator series. This is the first of the classes that we will be having, to plan your income for the following month. We are in the month of April 2021. Okay, so this session we will be planning for May 2021. That is your sales goal for the month of May 2021. Okay. In fact, we are going to be planning for 3 months at a stretch, May, June, July. Okay. So that's what we'll be doing today, 3 months ahead. Then every month going forward, we will now be breaking down each of your goals, how far you've come and what have you, see how to help you improve in your business. Okay. So that said, let's get started. I have some notes in front of me that I'll be consulting to guide us. Okay, so when it comes to income generation for your business, we are referring to activities that you engage in order to generate revenue for your business. It is from your revenue that you generate that you get profits. Okay, you get profits. I get to be asked a lot of questions relating to, if I'm going to set sales goals, sir, will it be help, as in it turns my tummy? I mean, it gets my head. Business will not be asking this kind of question, but I understand that we don't know everything. Okay, so there's always a need to enlighten people. So what I'm going to be doing first is enlightening us about, our income goals, sales goals. If you want to generate income for your business, okay, you need to do what? Set sales goals. You need to have sales goals. And then you need to have products to sell. Without product to sell, you can't generate income for your business. Well, there are other ways of bringing income into your business. For example, getting grants. Another is getting funding for investors. But in the scope of what we're discussing, for sustainable growth in your business, you need to be generating sales. If you are good at writing business proposals to earn grants, okay, but you don't know how to sell, the grants are going to run out one day. If you are good at getting investors to plow money into your business, telling them stories and make them like, see your business idea as the best, and they give you funds. If you invest those funds into your business, but do not know how to get customers and how to get customers to keep buying from you again and again and again, the investors fund and the grants you get, they are going to run out. When they run out, you will be broke. Okay? If you know how to still lie to get more funds, your lies will catch up with you one day. If you are very good at, accessing grants and what have you, you can end up in a scandal someday. If you don't get caught up in a scandal one day, you would become a dependent on other people's money. That is grants. That means you don't have a business. All you have is a business of chasing other people's money. And that is what has kept many African nations poor, depending on foreign aid, without learning to develop themselves. Okay? So aside from getting grants and also accessing investors' funds, the sustenance of any business is the ability to generate sales. And that is the purpose of this class. So I want you guys to be able to generate sales for your business. In order to generate sales for your business, you need to have customers, right? You need to have customers. If you do not have customers for your business, you won't generate sales, because it is customers that pay you for services rendered or for products sold. Apart from generating, customers, from having customers, right? You need to have a winning product. I held, a Zoom class some weeks back, a free class, as we were talking about the keys to earning 6 to 7 figures in your fashion business. And the main key I discussed that day was having a winning product. And I said a winning product is a product that meets specific needs in the lives of your customers. That is, products that solve pain killer problems. That is the pain points of your customers. If your products do not solve the pain points of your customers, you do not have a winning product. Okay, so that means your product has to, be made for a specific type of people who have a specific problem they don't like, they want solution to, and you are the person that is rightly positioned to do what? Deliver it to them. That is how it is done. Okay, so what I've shared so far is you need to have customers, right? And you need to have a winning product. Then you market to those customers to get them to buy your winning product, and that will lead to sales. So sales is when you exchange money, for value, and value can be in the form of a service that you are rendering or a product that you are selling. That is the summary of all there is to, income generation. So let's now pick the bits and the pieces together. Okay, so I need you guys to work with me in this call by typing for me in the chat the key points that I've been highlighting. The first of them I've highlighted today is for you to generate income in your business, you need to have customers. Okay, so customers, very, very key. Then I said, when you need to also have winning products. Now, winning products are products that solve pain points, particularly that your customers are looking for answers to. Okay, now when you have the winning products and you have potential customers, then you do what? You market to them. Market to them. When you market to your, customers, your winning product, they will buy, and which is also known as what? Sales. So having said that, thank you so much, Tabitha Durable Clothing. I can see you helped to caption what I just said. Thank you so much. Yeah, for you to generate income in your business, you need to have products and winning. You have customers and winning products. Thank you. So customers plus winning products plus marketing is income to income generation. Thank you so much, Abima and Tabitha Durable Clothing. You guys have captured what I just said. Okay, so we can move on safely. Okay, so aside from these that I've just shared, let me do a quick breakdown for you of income, right? Or sales goals. So we take it further. So we know the formula for generating income is, customers, winning plus winning products plus marketing gives you income. Okay, we know that. Okay, so where do we get started? Where we get started is this. You need to set a sales goal. You need to set a sales goal. By a sales goal, I mean you need to have a specific amount of money you would like to earn. A specific amount of money you would like to earn within a limited time period. Okay, I need someone to capture that for me. You need to have a specific amount of money you'd like to earn within a specified time period or within a limited time period. I need you to help, caption that. Now, that is what sales goal is. Let me give you an example. You can set sales goal per month. You can set sales goal per quarter. You can set sales goal per annum. And you can set sales goals biannually. Now, did you capture that? You can set sales goals biannually. You can set sales goals per month. You can set sales goal per annum. You can set sales goals per month, yeah, per quarter. Okay, so in the form of hierarchy, okay, if I were to do it in an hierarchical manner, I would say set monthly sales goal. That's the first monthly sales goal, followed by quarterly sales goal. That monthly means every month, or quarterly means every 3 months. Biannually or biannual sales goal, okay, is every 6 months. And per annum is every year. So that's the breakdown I would like us to work with. Okay, so I see some of us write down weekly sales goals. I do not suggest or encourage people to set sales goals on a weekly basis. It can break you down. Okay, it can break you down health-wise because you would come under undue pressure. And there are only 7 days in a week. 24 hours can run out as fast as drinking water from a water bottle. Okay, so guys, help me list it like I've just said. You can set goals monthly, quarterly, biannual, annual, which is also known as per annum. So when you set an annual sales goal, that is per annum, you are setting a goal that this is how much I want to earn in 12 months. You estimate this is the amount of sales goals. You can set sales goals biannually. So that means by your biannual sales goals means this is how much I want to earn in the next 6 months. That is, by the time I look at my records, my business records in 6 months, okay, in 6 months, I should have made a total of so and so amount. Now you could say by the end of 6 months, I should have made 6 million. By the end of 12 months, that is annually, I should have made 12 million. Then you could say per quarter, that is at the end of 3 months, I should have made 3 million in sales. And then you could say monthly, every month, I want to be making a million. So someone who sets a goal of 12 million for a year, when we divide that by 12 months, automatically results in 1 million naira per month. So that means the person's monthly sales goal is 1 million. Whereas their quarterly sales goal will now be 1 million in 3 places, 3 million, right? 6 million. So you can set sales goals along those lines. Okay. Now the breakdown of sales goal is this. The breakdown of sales goal is this. One, it consists of 2 parts. The first part is your cost of production, and the other part is your gross profit. Did you get that? The first part of your sales goal is cost of production. The other part of it is what? Gross profit. Now, cost of production simply means the amount it will cost you to produce a single product that you're selling. So if you are selling dresses, you need to have a list of all the dresses that you're selling and have the prices of each of those dresses. There will definitely be your lowest priced dress, and there will always be your highest priced dress, right? There will always be both of them. the ones that is selling at the lowest price, the one that is selling at the highest price. Now, the lowest price dress and the highest price dress, they are your metrics for calculating, how you will achieve your sales goal. So anytime somebody sets a sales goal, for instance, say they set a sales goal, I'm going to be using big figures because I want you guys to start leaving your comfort zones and start to stop thinking small, to start thinking big. So the figures I'm calling for you, if they make you uncomfortable, please go get a cup of cold water, okay? So that you can do what? Relax. Because your eyes must dream the sales goal of say 500,000 naira, okay, per month. Your lowest priced product is 5,000 naira. Your highest priced dress that you're selling currently is 10,000 naira. That gives us a range of pricing that you have, right? It gives us a range of pricing that you have. Now, the deal is this. We need to be able to say how many of those products do you need to sell in order for you to accomplish your sales goal. So if your lowest price product right now is 5,000 naira, then it means that if we divide your set sales goal of 500,000 by the 5,000 naira, that will give us how many? 1,000, right? So 1,000 now becomes the number of clothes you need to sell at your lowest price, okay? In order for you to achieve your sales goal. Now, when we divide the 10,000 naira, which is your highest price dress, right, by the 500,000 naira sales goal, you would realize that it will give us 500. So that means you need to sell 500 units of your highest priced dress in order for you to do what? Accomplish your sales goal of 500K. So when we talk about your sales goal, please, we are referring to the total revenue you want to generate for your business. Remember, I said that your sales goal has two parts, right? It has two parts. The first part is your cost of production, and the second part is your gross profit. Okay? Your cost of production, I'm going to talk about that later. Your gross profit, I'm going to talk about that later. Okay? But for now, let's understand the process that you need to go through in order for you to accomplish your sales goals. And that process is by you doing the math to understand how many units of your product you need to sell in order for you to accomplish that goal. Now, the thing here is a dress. We are presuming that your niche is dressmaking, okay? And you're selling dresses. You have different styles of dresses that you can make. And I'm presuming that you are into bespoke tailoring. This also works if you are into ready to wear. This also works if you are into training programs. If you are running any other type of business outside of fashion, it also works. The most important thing is you need to know that you have products to sell, okay? You have a product that you cannot earn income. It's that simple. You got to sell something in order to what? Earn income, okay? Now, going from that point, you need to now know, okay, what specifically am I selling? Which is why I'm citing an example of a dress as a case study. And I'm saying that you can have several styles of dresses. One style of dress can be costing 5,000 naira. Another style can be costing 8,500. Another style can be costing 6,000. Another that you may have may be costing you 9,000, right? And another can be 6,700. Can you see different price points that are popping up? Different styles of dresses, different prices. Then you have the one that is your highest priced dress, which is the 10,000 naira dress. Now, if you want to do a breakdown of how many units to sell in order for you to know, in order for you to meet your sales goal, it will be so cumbersome trying to calculate how many units you need to sell at your lowest price, right? At the next price, before you can achieve your sales goal. So rather than waste time doing sort of calculations, pick the lowest price and the highest price. That will now give you a range. Now, one thing I'd like us to please take note is this. You do not know which of your products are going to get the most. Nobody. I don't have targets. The first of them I have presently is the night, right, which is the current one we are running right now. So launch program. I had the one that started in multiple February, but for health issues, I had to remove my match. That one, I see people 50, no, almost people. In the current, 2 people, but 104 to 115 these 90 days to launch opportunity. The other product I have is the ready to wear on a budget course, right? Now, the ready to wear on a budget course, we've had 2 editions. Okay, the first edition. Okay, so you can see the way I'm calling out figures, right? You know, calling out figures for us. It is because I was able to, you know, calculate how many people I needed to sign up in order for me to hit my sales goal. Okay, I hope you're following, guys. I hope you're following, guys. Thank you. Okay, so like I was saying, it is very, very essential for us to know exactly how much we're setting as our sales goals, and then to know the lowest price we are selling. That is the lowest price products that we have presently, and the highest priced product that we have presently. When we know these two, we can now use them to calculate the range, in terms of how many units you need to sell in order to hit your sales goals. Then I was talking about breaking down the cost, breaking down your sales goals, the other time. I was talking about that. So I need to take that up again. You see, when it comes to your sales goals, the good thing about it is that there are 2 parts, like I said earlier. First part is what? Your cost of production, right? The second part is your gross margin. The cost of production part of your sales goal, what that implies is this: you need to know how much it costs you to produce your lowest priced products. Are you with me, guys? You need to know how much it costs you to produce your lowest priced product. And you need to know specifically how much it costs you to produce your highest priced product. By this, I'm referring to the things you need to purchase, as well as the workmanship you need to pay. You need to pay for in order to produce one finished good. So if you're selling physical products, say you're selling shoes, you're selling sandals, if you're selling clothing, maybe bags, right? You're selling bags, sorry, clothing rather. I said bags, clothing in terms of dresses, maybe tops, trousers, and what have you. Or if you're selling trainings, you need to understand the costs that are attached. Okay? You need to understand the costs that are attached. When you know the costs that are attached and you calculate them, you total them, that gives you a clear picture of how much your cost of production is. Are we together? That gives you a clear picture of how much your cost of production is. It is when you deduct your cost of production from your selling price that you will identify your gross profit. So I need you guys to indicate too. I need you guys to notify this, help me in the comments, right? In the chat, identify that there are two essential elements of, of your pricing, of your pricing, and that is your cost of production. So as per cost of production, okay, as per cost of production, this is what I would say. You need to look at everything that goes into producing one finished good. So if you are selling any physical product, how much does it cost you to produce one? If you are into bespoke tailoring, for example, what this means is that whenever you're with a customer, you need to first calculate on a jotter, right? On a writing pad similar to this, you need to calculate your cost of production. And your cost of production includes the things that you need to buy for production and the workmanship. Now, if you're employing if you are working by yourself and you do have staff working with you, that does not acquire your workmanship. It doesn't absorb it to include your workmanship, no matter how small it is. So, for instance, your lowest price product is sold at 5,000 naira. You find that every of the things that you really need to make that product at 1,000, that is from the fabric to the haberdashery that goes into it. Everything shouldn't be more than 1,000 naira. Then how much is your workmanship? You can set your workmanship at another 1,000 naira. Or let's say the cost of production is 1,300 naira. You can set your workmanship at 700 naira. That is, you're paying anyone who makes one of those outfits for you 700 naira for it. So it totals at 2,000 naira, which now means that if your total cost of production is 2,000 naira, your profit is what? 3,000 naira. That's how to do the math, okay? So your cost of production plus your gross margin, your gross profit. Your gross profit is that profit you earn when you sell a single product. Are you with me? When you sell a single product and you deduct the cost of producing that single product, the remainder is your gross profit. When you sell 100 units of your product and you deduct your cost of production, right, in 100 places. For instance, we said your cost of production is 2,000 and you sold 100 units. When you multiply 2,000 naira by 100 units, that is 200,000 naira cost of production. That leaves us 300,000 naira when we deduct the 200 from the 500. Now, Having deducted the 200,000 from the 500, the balance is 300K. 300K is your gross profit. Okay. Now let's do a quick breakdown of the 2,000 naira cost of production. In the example I've given to us, your lowest price dress, which is selling at 5,000 naira, right, has a cost of production of 2,000 naira. The cost of production is broken down into two elements. The first of them is the cost of materials, right? The materials you purchased to produce that particular dress. And we set that at 1,300. That is fabric and haberdashery, 1,300 naira. Then your workmanship, the amount you pay the tailor to sew that particular outfit for you, is 700. So adding 1,300 plus 700 gives you 2,000 naira. I need somebody to help out put that up in the comments, okay? So that's the breakdown of the cost of production. Now, the second aspect, which is the gross profit. The gross profit consists of your profits, right? We put gross there because it's talking about the whole profit you made per sale. However, the whole profit you make isn't all yours. Did you get that? All of the profits that you make aren't yours. Some part of it will go into running your business. That is, some part of it will go into your operating costs. Some part of it will go into your taxes, okay? And then we have the remainder. The remainder becomes your net profit. So I'm actually doing for you in this conversation, what we are talking about essentially is your trading profit and loss account. So when we look at your gross profit, we are looking at your operating costs, okay, plus net profit. So operating cost, I can put operating cost, taxation, and your net profit. Those are the elements there. So operating cost means the money you spend in a month on fuel. You're getting fuel for your generating set in case of poor power supply. It includes your light bills, power supply bills from the PHCN. It includes your rent, your annual rent divided by 12. I mean, your annual rent divided by 12 months gives you your monthly rent, okay? Now, it includes any other expense that you accrue, like data, buying data, paying for coaching programs, and all other expenses you accrue in order for you to run your business smoothly. All of those go into your operating costs. Then let's add to your operating costs your taxes. Say you have to go to the Federal Inland Revenue Service, to sort out your monthly taxes, as it were, income tax and what have you. Salaries, okay, salaries to a large extent also are involved in your business, because no matter how big, how small your business is, plan on paying yourself a salary, okay? You're planning paying yourself a salary so that you can separate personal life from business life. So that's a topic for another day. So for now, all I'm just doing is breaking it down for you, to know what it entails. So all operating costs that you accrue on a monthly basis in your business, from so for instance, the salaries you paid, the wages you pay, okay, rent, on a monthly basis, to there's something called depreciation. Yes, the equipment that you've bought, you divide them. Let's say you bought an equipment for 12,000. You divide it by by 12 months to know how much you should be putting aside as a depreciation expense, so that in 12 months time you would have recouped the money spent on buying that single machine, and then you can buy a new one to replace the current one in case it's not working. The cost that you incur in buying fuel paying for power supply, the cost that you accrue in terms of paying for trainings, coaching programs that help your business to grow. Okay, every cost that you accrue, when you add all of them up, they become your operating cost. The cost you accrue buying data, then maintaining your machine, maintenance and repairs, those goes into operating cost. When you factor all of those in, plus your taxes, and you deduct them from your gross profit, that's when you have your net profit. So most times when I hear fashion designers complaining that they don't have anything, they don't have any money at the end of the day after working so hard, is because they just don't understand the simple things that we just talked about. Imagine someone who is collecting 3,000 naira to make a cloth for a customer, and the cost of production alone is 2,000, and they are left with 1,000 naira, and they are wondering like, oh, where did the money go? They've forgotten that they have to buy data. They've forgotten that they have to fuel their gen sets. They've forgotten that they have to pay bills. They have to pay people working with them, and a whole lot of other things that takes the remaining 1,000 naira away, which is why pricing is a very, 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 very sensitive topic. Okay, so if you've ever been pricing yourself low, from the breakdown I've done for you, you should have an idea. Would you believe that I didn't know that the mute button was on the whole time? And somebody should have told me earlier. Wow. Wow, I didn't know the mute button was off. Really? I didn't know the mute button was off. Well, that was the call, your most call. Okay, so guys, let me just recap what I just mentioned, I shared so far. I was breaking down the gross profit aspect of your business. And what I was saying in the gross profit aspect of your business was that you need to break it down into operating cost and taxation in one part, and then you have your net profit. Okay, operating cost and taxation simply means all the costs that you, expenses that you accrue on a monthly basis to keep your business going. Paying salaries is one of them, or wages to your staff. Maintenance of your equipment is one of them. Depreciation is one of them. Depreciation means you divide, the cost of the machines that you've bought. Okay, you divide them. Say, let's say you buy a machine now, and you've estimated that the machine is going to run for 3 years, and you realize that you paid 36,000 naira for the machine. So when you divide that 36,000 naira for 3 years by 3 years, right? It gives you 12,000 naira per annum. So 12,000 naira per annum means that in 1 year, you need to save up 12,000 naira from your business as part of the savings towards the purchase of a new machine in the next 3 years to replace the current one. That's depreciation at work. So that's one of the expenses you need to accrue. There's light bill, that is power supply bill. There is a gas bill. If you need to get petrol for your gen sets, that's gas bill. And then you need to maintain your machine, and then you need to pay wages, like I said earlier, and then you have other expenses that you accrue in a month to run your business smoothly. All of these costs that you accrue in a month to keep your business afloat, including paying yourself a salary, no matter how small, in order to separate your business from your personal life. All of these expenses together come, plus the tax that you need to pay, all of it come together to form your operating costs and taxation.
Sorry, I'm bad. You don't
And
understand.
that's for that's okay. So that said, next thing is, please, someone is interrupting my call. Can we please mute our mics? Okay, so that said, the other part is now your net profit. Net profit simply means the money that remains after you have deducted your operating cost. That is your net profit. The amount that remains after you deducted your operating cost is your net profit. So all of these things I've shared so far, let's do some quick breakdown as exercise. Okay, can we get some exercise done so that you can understand all that I've explained, so far? In between the technical interruptions, the calls that came in, muting my mic and what have you, we just have to keep going. So guys, let's do a quick exercise. Number one, first exercise I need you to do is this. Can we set your sales goal for the next, let's play around with your sales goals for the next 3 months. Yes, let's estimate your sales goals for the next 3 months. But before we do the sales goal for the next 3 months, I want you to set your sales goal for next month is May. Okay. Yes, your sales goal for the next month for May. So exercise one, what we will do is this. What is the highest amount that you have earned before now? Okay, can we do that quickly in the chat? So now it's time for us to do some quick exercises because I don't want to just guide us without knowing where you are presently. When I know where we are presently, it will give me, an idea of how to guide us, how to lead the conversation. I don't want to be talking about goals that will help people to do 7 figures when the people I'm talking to have not even mastered 5 figures. Okay, so let's do that right now. For those of us that are on this coaching call, I need you in the chats right now to type the highest amount you've earned in a month. I'm asking your current business. It doesn't matter whatever business you are doing. At this point, I am not interested in the type of business you are running. I just want to know what is the highest you have earned in total as revenue to date in a month. What's the highest? Just type that in the comments, please. Okay, so I'm waiting on us. The highest you have earned as revenue in 1 month. So I'm waiting on you guys for your answers. Okay, so I can see someone here has told me she earned 200,000 naira. Okay, fine. I need to get my notes in front of me so that I can be taking note of these figures. Okay, I'm looking at the charts right now. I can see here. Good. So whatever figure that you've written here is where I consider you at presently. So the goal is to now get you from here to the next level. Okay, fine. I like this. So I'm seeing here 30K. I'm seeing here 200K. I'm seeing here 100K. I'm seeing here 300K. Lovely. I'm seeing here 50K. I'm seeing here 300K. Okay, fine. Someone says that she can't say. Okay, that I should ask her. Another person is saying I should ask her this question from next month. Okay, so which means that what you're doing right now is helping. Okay, please, for those of us that are in paid employment here, I'm not referring to how much you are making. Oh, no, for those of us that are in paid employment, if you are in paid employment, right, indicate for us here, if you are in paid employment, indicate for us that, okay, I'm in paid employment. The highest I've earned in a month is. So that means we'll know it's your salary you're referring to. Okay. However, for the rest of us, what I would like you to tell me is how much you've earned in your business. That's where we'll be starting from. Okay, for some of us, they're saying for some of us, I can see you've not earned anything at all. I can see 98,000, I can see 25K, and I've seen 150,000. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of figures here, very interesting. Based on the the explanation I was giving to us as per income generation, so to speak. Okay. Okay, so someone here is in paid employment and the highest she has earned with her in a salary with a salary job and sewing is 300K. Okay, so please can you indicate for me now, since I know that the highest you end with sewing is 300K, can you indicate for me how much you earn from sewing alone? So I can see 100K here. Okay, 100K has featured here separately. 150,000 is featuring once. 300K is featuring like 3 times. 100,000 has featured almost about 2 times. 30,000 naira has featured almost 3 times, and 25K has featured once, and 50K once. Okay, interesting, analytics. So if I was to use the figures that are being posted here as an example, okay, if I'm using that as my selling prices, let's assume all the products I'm selling, okay, they go for different prices, and the prices are 150K, 25K, 98K, 50K, 300K, 100K, 200K, and 30K. You can see from this list, I have different price points at which I'm selling my product. Okay, the lowest price point I'll be selling at is 25K, while the highest is 300K. So that was the example. That's like a pictorial view of me asking you about the products you're selling, your lowest price and the highest price, and what have you. But then let's leave it like that. Okay. So in the chat here, I'm looking at someone saying she's earning 200,000 and above. Okay, so salary only, she's doing 200,000, and then she's earning, okay, 200,000. Okay, what about from your business? Plus your business, let's know how much that is. Okay, so oh fine, I love this lady. She's earning 300K from paid employment and fashion business on the side. From the fashion business, which consists of sewing and selling of fabrics, she's earned about 150K. That means roughly she's earning a salary, exactly what she's earning in her salary is what she's earning in her business. Oh, fine, she's primed to blow big. Okay, fine, I love that. Now, the reason why I asked you guys this question in terms of those of you running your businesses, without any other source of income, stating how much you're earning, and those of us that are in paid employment, telling us how much you're making in your paid employment and also in your side business. My reason is to help you understand the importance, okay, of knowing where you are and where you want to be. For those of you who are in paid employment, I wanted to compare whether your current business is generating money close to what you are earning in your paid job. If your current business isn't earning up to what you're earning in your paid job, then I would like be able to advise properly. Okay, so I like the answers I've gotten so far. Anyways, let's move on from here. Based on this exercise that we've just done, okay, those of you earning 30K, 25K, 50K, and 98K, that is 30,000 naira, 50,000 naira, 25,000 naira, and 98,000 naira. You are earning in 5 figures. What it means is that you are earning in 5 figures. It's easier for someone who is earning 98K to move to 6 figures, okay? Because this person is just 2,000 naira short of 100K. Whereas the rest of us that are doing 25K and 30K, you have a lot of work to do, okay? You have a lot of work to do, which is not bad. Yeah, which is not bad at all. That said, the other thing is 50, for the person earning 50K, okay, for you to move to 50 figures, you just double your current income, as your sales grow. Okay, so I have this idea and it's very clear. Those of us earning 100K, 300K, 200K, 150K in your businesses currently, you are already doing 6 figures. Now, what's happening is that you are actually in the lower 6 figures. Anybody earning less than 500,000 is earning a lower 6 figure. Anybody earning 500,000 naira is earning in mid 6 figures. Anybody earning above 500,000 naira is earning in upper 6 figures. Okay, so we need to move those of you earning below in the lower 6 figures, we need to move you to the upper 6 figures. Okay, mid 6 figures or upper 6 figures. That's what we need to do. So those of you earning anything from 100K to 300K, we need to work towards earning our first 500,000. Are we together? That is one way I encourage people to grow in ladders rather than jumping. So if you are doing 6 figures already, you can move from where you are currently, because most of us in this call, you are in the lower 6 figures, that is below 500,000. We need to move you to the mid 6 figures, that is 500,000 naira as your sales goal. So what you can do is simply multiply your current sales goal, your current income goal, the highest that you have made, multiply it by 2 and set it as your sales goal. Did you get that? Multiply it by 2 and set as your sales goal. Okay, so can we try that? Your current sales goal, you multiply by 2 and make it your sales goal for next month. For those of us that are doing 5 figures, okay, those of us that are doing less than 50,000 naira a month, what that means is that you are in the lower 6 figures bracket. So we need to move you from the lower 6 figures to proper 6 figures, to the higher 6 figures straight away. That means move you from 25K, 30K straight to 100,000. So everybody here that is earning below 50,000, your sales goals for May should be 100,000. Are we clear on that? Are we clear on that? Those of you that are earning below 50K, that is 50,000 naira, I need you guys to do what? Set your sales goal to 100,000. We need to get you into 6 figures as fast as possible. Those of you that are earning 50K and above, right? If you're earning 50K, please, your sales goal, the next sales goal should also be 100K. Anybody earning above 50,000, multiply that sales goal by 2. So for the person that has written it 98,000, multiply that by 2. That would give you 196,000 naira as your next sales goal. Okay, that's how to work it out. What about those of us that are outside of the country? That are not in Nigeria. Okay, I've not seen us share our sales goals, the highest income we've generated before now. If I had seen, I would have used that as a guide. But then, if there's anyone here who is outside of Nigeria, say Ghana, in the US, Shelly is not here. She's in the US, but when she watches this video, I would like her to chat me up and let me know, okay, what are the highest she's earned so far, and then let's work towards earning our first big break. Okay. So if you're in the US, I'll just suggest, if you are doing less than $1,000, to aim for your first $1,000 and then move to $2,000, then 4,000, then $10,000. That's how I would encourage you to, grow. For those of us in Ghana, I would like to get feedback from you to know what is the average income that can help you be comfortable and then work it up from there. Okay, so having done this first exercise, the next exercise I need us to do is this. I want us to now set our sales goals. I've advised us on how you can set our sales goals. So guys, get busy now in the comment section, okay? In your comment section, and tell us, based on the initial information you provided me, now set your next sales goal. And let's look at it. So for those of us earning 300,000, the rule that applies simply means is that aim for mid 6 figures. Okay, that is multiply your 300K by 2. That is how much is that? That's 500K. So that was 600K rather. So your next sales goal should be 600,000. You'll be wondering, how will I achieve it? Leave that. When we get to the bridge, we'll cross that. For now, just set it as your next sales goal. Sales goal rather. Okay, for the person that's earning that wrote here that they are earning 150,000, if you multiply that by 2, that's 300K. Okay. So now you can set at 300K, or you could aim for 500,000. Okay. There are no limitations to anybody. Anybody earning less than any 50K or less, your next sales goals must be 100K. Anybody who is earning above 50K, your next goal should be multiplied by 2. Okay. Anybody earning 100,000, you should multiply yours by 2. So you're at liberty to aim for 200,000. So let me explain something to you guys. The deal is this. I used to teach this formula, right? When I was coaching people in the Fashion 6 basic coaching program and the Fashion 6 Pro program, that you should aim for twice your current sales goal. That means the current sales goal that you're accomplishing, aim for twice of that. And you know the reason why? When you look at me, look at my face, on this video call, you see that I have two eyes, two sets of eyes, right? I have two sets of eyebrows, right? I have two nostrils, right? I have two lips, upper lip, lower lip. I have two sets of teeth. Can you see the upper and the lower sets of teeth? Okay, and then when you look at me, I have two sets of arms, two arms, right? Two breasts, in my chest. Okay, and what else do I have? 2 ears. Can you dig? So my point is this: we have been wired to experience double promotion, but not all of us are activating that grace that is upon our lives. So that means whatever you are accomplishing right now, you have a grace attached to you, a divine grace that is attached to you to help you earn double of that. Do you believe that? Why do you think that the easiest number of children to have other than a single child is twins? There are more prevalent twins. Do you get? So now, for those of us that have never earned any money before, your sales goal should be 100K. Please, if you have not earned any more, I already said if you are earning 50K or less, $0, $0 is less than 50K, isn't it? So naturally, if you are earning less than 50K and you not earn any money at all, not earning any money at all simply means you are earning $0. That's less than 50K. You set your sales goal at 100. 100K is your sales goal. Okay. So guys, like I was telling you, we have two sets of lungs, right? And then what other body part do we have? Legs, 2 sets. Our thighs, 2 sets. Our toes, two sets of toes. I mean, look at your entire body. You are made in pairs more than you are made in single digits. Even the intestines, as long as they are 2 types: large intestine, small intestine. 2 kidneys, 2. Okay, what else do you want? So many parts of the body that are made in 2. Okay. Now, do you know the funny thing? When 2 work together, they move faster. Hope you know. But once a single person tries to do something, they can go only so far. Now, that means that there's a law of nature, there's a law of the universe that is in place that makes available for double increase, double speed. You need to affirm this. You need to accept it. You need to believe it is possible in order for you to experience it. In order for you to experience it. Okay? So guys, let's have an agreement here today that you are made for double increase. You are made for double increase. Okay? So that's how it is. Now, I can see in the chat, some of us are saying that you are not doing anything for now. You are planning for your launch as per your ready-to-wear business. All well and good. But one thing I know is that everything you are learning here, every assignment I give you, you must do it. Okay? Because the irony of life is this: when you follow the path of those that are going somewhere, you too, you will land somewhere. When my mom died, and I was told as the firstborn back in 2019, I have to send in a very large amount of money, then plus some small expenditures. and we plan to bury her just 2 weeks after she died. She died June 16, 2019. Okay. And end of the month, we had to do what? Bury her. And then I'm like, oh my God, I have to almost empty my bank account. How to do it. I had several dreams where she was appearing to me and we were talking and stuff, and well, we spent the money, and then I was like, my account has gone red, as in literally red. But the funny thing, during that period, I was desiring to really cross the 1 million mark in error as of last year. No, as of 2019, like I want to cross the 1 million error income line. That was all. Then the following month, after our death, burial and what have you, then the bank called us like, oh, we need to clear our mom's estate. She already prepared her will as per how much should be given to each person from her pension and all. And then by the time I added the money that came from my estate to the income I generated for that 2019, because once I already know how to sell, it was just a matter of setting sales goals, which is what we are trying to do here, right? Setting sales goals, working towards the sales goals and getting the results. So, I set my sales goal. I did 600K, 400K came from part of our estate to the money. And boom, I looked at my bank account, it was a millionaire. I'm like, whoa, just like that, I earned a millionaire because I desired it. Whereas it wasn't from my business sales alone, right, that the money came. So guys, when I tell you to set sales goals, at the end of the month, when you do your math, you may find out that your business may not necessarily be where the whole of the money would come in. You think? But you would likely see exactly the same amount. Well, that's a topic for another day. But my own experience is what I've shared with you. Then it dawned on me that when you aim for something, when you desire something, by all means, the universe will create opportunities for it to come. When we say the universe, we are referring to God. God will make ways open for you to happen. So I've just shared the secret with you. Okay, now, does it mean that I've not done a million in my business? I have. God has been faithful. I have directly from sales. But as of the time I was referring to 2019, it wasn't all from my sales. And it happened severally for many months like that, up until the end of the year. And that was how I was able to pull, funds together to pump into the Fashion 6 show that is coming up this year. Okay? So guys, you've learned that. Now that we've said that, let me look at the charts to see the sales goals that we guys have set so far. Okay, I can see you guys have been listening and you've been listening good. So I've seen here 100,000. Okay, there's a fair number of 100,000 coming in. Interesting. And then I've seen 300K. Okay. So okay. Thank you so much. I don't want to mention names so far. So, but you guys, you can identify when I refer to your comments. Someone wrote here that I will aim at 300,000 because I have dropped one of the sales. So please don't aim for 300,000, aim for the 600K that you could make. You know why I've said that? Okay, now let me see how much you said you wanted to do, you've done earlier. I'm trying to figure that out. Oops, I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, this fella hasn't written something before now. Okay, well, she's saying she's going for 300K because she's dropped one of the sales sources that she had. Well, you don't need to stick at 300K. You can still aim higher. What that means is that these other business sources that you have will now need to fill the gap for you. Don't worry. There are times when your current source of income, right, will dry up and a new one will come up. That doesn't mean you will still not meet the goals that you are aiming for. Okay, last year I had to scrap 2 of my cash cows, so to speak. That is coaching programs that were earning me steady income. One of them was Fashion 6 show, which Fashion 6 basic, which was a quarterly coaching program where I was charging people how much? 15,000 naira per quarter. Okay, I had to scrap it end of last year. Fashion 6 Pro was another coaching program where they were learning how to earn 7 figures per quarter per month. I scrapped that also. Okay, for Fashion 6 Pro, they were paying 50,000 naira per quarter, and I had at least 10 people on that platform. I scrapped it. That's the funny thing. I scrapped it. Now I'm doing something entirely new, ready to wear. Look at the different coaching programs that sprung up as a result of teaching ready to wear. But then I am still going at the same sales goals I was working on last year. Okay, so don't restrict yourself, please. I can see 600,000. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so I can see 100K, I can see 196K. So since you're already aiming for 196K, please, why don't you wrap it up to 200,000? You're already close to 200,000, so just wrap it up to 200,000. Okay, and I can see some people have had the change of mind and we are now on 600. Yeah, she's now going back to 100K for me. Great. Oh, somebody says it seems you have read the book, The Secret. No, I have not read the book, The Secret, my dear, but can you please send it to me? If you have it, I would appreciate it because definitely it will open my head more. Okay, and someone here has 100K. Okay, and somebody else says 600K, and somebody says, oh, okay, oh, this fair lady, wonderful. She wrote 200K before and she's now aiming for 300K. Please shoot it up to 400K, my dear. Don't worry that you have shut down one of the business sources, okay? Shoot it up to 400K. If you like me a lot, please make it 500K. If you like me a lot, make it 500K. Okay, so guys, now let me quickly point out some things for us here. You can see that we are discussing money and we are discussing it as if you've already made it. We are discussing it. It's not looking like any big deal, okay? Just calling the numbers. Please, in high places that you're aspiring to, this is how they talk about money. Okay? Learn to start seeing money as a tool for you to accomplish things and not as like your deliverer that will deliver you from poverty. No, money can't deliver you from poverty. It can't. For you to be delivered from poverty, is your mind that needs to be free. Is your mind that needs to be able to think about a big amount of money and not shake. You may not know how you're going to figure it out. You may not know how you're going to earn it. But in the recess of your mind, there's this thought that says, I'm going to find a way out. I'm going to figure it out. I don't know how, but I'm going to figure it out. I wish to earn this. I desire to earn this, and I'm going to do it. Once you can have that kind of mindset, my dear, you are delivered from poverty. You are delivered from poverty. That's how it works. Okay? So I don't need to do motivational speaking in order to encourage you. By this practical session we are having already, some of you are already beginning to, develop the mental muscles to aim high. Okay? Please, when you mix with people that call figures that are higher than the one you are currently earning, there's a transference of spirit. You wouldn't just know why you find it easy to think of big numbers. And then you may see yourself, getting opportunities that make those big numbers come. And before you know it, you're like, oh my, I'm talking in these numbers also. That is the importance of mixing with people who are doing, bigger than what you're earning. Okay, so that can keep you on the toes. I'm not saying move with people doing more than you are earning, but whose lives are dedicated to talking down on others. No, not those kind of people. They will ruin you. They will ruin your emotions. They will ruin your mind. I'm talking about people that they are saying, "Oh, I'm doing this," and they are like willing to share. And you're like, "Whoa! If this person can do this, I can." I have a gentleman who is with me currently. He's the elder brother of one of my staff. This staff of mine is a student in one of the universities in the Southwest. Because I like helping young people like that. Interesting thing is this gentleman is a model. Has done for big brand modeling for big brands, and then is trying to penetrate into other fields, but didn't know how to do it. And I brought him to my house and I showed him my desk, where I'm working, operating from. And then by the time I told him the income bracket in which I operate in, instead of just going like, someone can be in their house without going anywhere for 1 week, not leaving home for 1 week, and they are commanding this kind of income, while some of us are jumping up and down trying to make a living. That changed his orientation, right? And then when we got talking and I started sharing ideas, he shared his ideas, I fine-tuned it. Suddenly he started seeing that, oh, it's a lot possible for me to be doing 6 figures, really? And I said, yes. And I said, I have the platforms I can bring you on, to help you get clients. So guys, mix with people that can help you grow, okay? So that's just small pep talk on the side. So now that we have set your sales goal, please do not just type them here on this video call. I need you to write them in your notes, okay? Not only in your notes, if you can get a check leave, please go and write yourself a check, okay? Go and write yourself a check to the tune of the amount that you have noted down. Oh, today is 24th April, right? Today is 24th April. The beautiful thing about today is that we have at least 6 days to the end of the month, which means ample time for you to plan for next month, okay? Which means there is enough time, right, for you to plan for next month. This is the period. You have the next 6 days to talk to your mind, to take evening walks, to imagine yourself earning the money, to talk about that income goal, right, that you are aiming for. This is the time for you to do what? Start imagining what are the things I can sell. What are the offers I can put up? Picture yourself. Imagine customers are talking to you, chatting you up like they need your products. You need to work your mind up to start seeing yourself doing those things. If you've ever made a sale before, right? If you've ever made a sale before, imagine one of those conversations. Try and reminisce one of those conversations and how you sold that product with that person and the person was excited, and start fantasizing about it. Paint the picture that other people are coming to you. Then start talking to yourself. I am going to earn this figure. I'm going to earn it effortlessly. I am going to have ideas. Ideas are coming to me that will make it possible to earn it. Are you with me? Now, there's one other thing I would like you to please take note of. This is an unusual form of coaching, okay? It's an unusual form of coaching. I'm not going to be telling you formulas, right? I'm taking courses that are going to be teaching that will help me, to teach you formulas and what to do. But here, let's break it down. Guys, this is the deal. I need you to create time to say a prayer. Are you following? I need you to create time to say a prayer over the sales goal that you have written down today. There's a part of my Bible that teaches me that we should commit our ways unto the Lord. We should trust in Him and He will help us. There's another part that I've read that says that we can make our plans, but it is God that directs our steps. Let me bring it to bear in terms of your sales goal. You've set your sales goal. You need to know how many units of what you're selling, or how many quantity, right, of what you're selling you need to sell in order for you to accomplish that sales goal. It's a human being like you that will buy those products, right? Someone like you that will buy those products. But you have no idea who that person is. Have you ever thought about that? You don't have any idea who the person is that's going to call you and say, I would like to buy. Yet you are expecting to make sales. So how do we explain that concept? You want to earn 600,000, you've written down 600,000 as your sales goal, which is double of what you aimed for before. Now, you have products that you want to sell to achieve that sales goal of 600K. But you have no idea who is the person that is going to come to buy it. Yet you are expecting that the person will come, that people will come and buy. Please, what do we call that state of mind? Can you help me out? What do we call that state of mind that makes you think that you are going to get someone to come in and buy these products that you have in order for you to achieve your sales goal? So please, what do we call that mindset, please? Okay, I can see someone wrote it here. Please unmute your mic and tell me. You guys are learning sales, right? Very interesting. I can see your answers. I need somebody to faith, right? Faith. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So please mute your mic again. Now, you guys are learning marketing now. You're learning sales proper now. See, faith is a currency. We cannot negotiate it. The answer is actually faith. Hope happens when you wish that somebody that you will sell. When you wish that you will sell, when you desire that you sell. I desire to make 600,000 means I hope to make 600,000, because you have no control whether you are going to make it or you are not going to make it. Because when you set a sales goal, it's either you make close to it or far from it, depending on how well you put your work in. It's either you make close to that figure or you surpass that figure. If you now put in the work, the chances of achieving that sales goal increases. But if you are laid back and not doing the work, you won't get that sales goal. Okay? Now, when you put in the work of advertising, promoting, talking to people, come and buy this, come and buy that, you are hoping that people will do what? Show up and buy, right? Now, it can so happen that for the next 20 days, are you listening to me, please? It can so happen that for the next 20 days, you may not get more than, say, maybe 20 people to buy from you. And your sales goal is to get 100 people to buy from you. So what are you going to do that at that point in time? You usually hear people say, well, if I cannot get 100 units sold, maybe if I can get 50, at least that will be all right. I don't know if you have found yourself in such situations where you go like, maybe if I can get 50 or 60, at least. Then when it's maybe 5 days to the end of the month, and you're like, you have not done more than 30 people, you now go like, if I can just get 40 people, at all, my bad pass. When you find yourself in that kind of situation, right? It happened. I know it has happened to a lot of us. The interesting thing is this: at such moments, you have dropped faith and you have embraced hope. Hope makes you aspire to something, but does not give you the confidence to achieve it, regardless of the situation. Faith, right, is you holding on to the belief that that thing you desire will come to pass. Okay? And then when you have faith that something will come to pass, you naturally develop this anger. Are we together? This anger against things not working. And you want to like, what can I do? You're thinking, what else can I do to get this thing done? That's how it is, please. So guys, in this business, right, you need to exercise faith. Now, faith in the possibility of that figure that you have written down coming to pass. And for that, first things first, if you can get a check lead, go write yourself a check for next month. That by the 31st of May, I am going to cash this amount, okay? That's the first thing I need you to do. Second thing I need to do is find a day this week, in the next 6 days, to commit your month of May into God's hands. Because you do not know who is going to come up and do what? Buy from you. Do you dig what I just said? You don't know who's going to come up and buy from you. Okay. So let me quickly chip in a story. Last week, on Sunday, this past Sunday. Was it Sunday or Saturday? Either Sunday or Saturday. Someone chatted me up and said, "Hey, sir, I've paid 30,000 naira into your account for 2 people to join the 90 days to launch coaching program." Can you dig that? This lady had not chatted me up. I don't think she had chatted me up before then, saying that she wanted to sign up. Perhaps she saw some of the announcements I made on our Telegram group, okay? Ready to wear masterclass group on Telegram. And then maybe there she saw, the announcement, she marked it down. She just did payment and she paid for 2 people to come in on the program. And when she made the payment, it shot the number of people that signed up for that program to 53. But my goal was 50 people to come on board. Did you get that? 50 people to come on board, but we got 53 people. So when I say you set a sales goal, right? You can either get close to it or above the sales goal. And I'm like, one person paid for 2. Whereas I've had dozens of people that said, "Oh, I'll wait for the next batch." I know that's just that's a simple excuse, right? To say, "I'm not paying, I'm not buying." A lot of people that signed up like, "Oh, I'm interested, I'll make payment on so date," and we send them a reminder, "Oh, the program is starting tomorrow. Would you still like to be part of it?" And then they go mute. They don't reply the WhatsApp messages. Whereas somebody who did not even register, right, our interest, made payment, not for 1, but for 2. That's one of the interesting things about this concept of setting sales goals, okay, and having faith. Now, there's also an instance whereby we're going to start the program on the 12th of April. Do you know that as of Sunday, we had only 27 people that had signed up? 27 people as of Sunday morning. Sunday evening, I held a free Zoom class where I was talking about the keys to earning 6 to 7 figures in your fashion business. And between Sunday and Monday evening, we shot from 27 to 50 people one day. Now, what do you think must have been happening to me the previous 30 days that we were working on the sales goal? I could have just given up, but I had no excuse not to give up. I had no excuse to give up, rather. And the reason is this: I have Fashion 6 show coming up. The bill is on me. I must send the money to pay for that event. So I had no excuse. So needed to push myself. And what do I do? And in a funny thing, the idea of what to do came from one of you guys who was planning to launch a collection, and she needed advice. And I booked her a personal call session. And during the call session, I told her "Oh, these things I've taught you, that I've taught her to do." And I said, "Hey, I want to practice it on you." And what's the practice? Tell me what I can do to get customers. Because what I taught her was going out to ask our customers to tell her what offers she can present to them, which will make them buy a ready-to-wear collection when she's launching. And then she told me, "Coach, you can do like this, you can do like that. Why don't you organize a webinar and whatever?" Then it stuck. It struck "Hey, let me organize the webinar." I've not organized the webinar. So I planned the webinar on a Saturday, Sunday, and announced it on Saturday evening. Sunday evening, held the webinar, and the webinar converted people. Many people who were still undecided, and we're able to get to the 50 mark. And to put the icing on the cake, 3 more people came in. Okay? So guys, my point in all of this I'm sharing with you is that there's the element of faith in whatever you're doing. Your certain sales goals, you need to know that you are going to have to do what? Hold on, right? To your desire. Believe and be unshakable in your belief. Then be willing to drop what does not work. when you do marketing. Okay? That's one other thing I need you guys to please take note. Anything you observe that you have set to do in terms of your marketing that does not work, don't be stuck on it and refuse to change. Drop it. If you send out messages telling people that, oh, you are giving it up to 20% discount and you're doing it for the next 1 week, and you find out that by day 3, nobody is showing interest in it, scrap it, introduce something else. Okay? Be flexible, because when you set a sales goal, in your dreams, when you're sleeping, you'll be dreaming about your sales goal. But you said that you want to earn 600K, and for the life of me, you have no idea you're going to get the 600K done. My dear, your mind will start working over time, even when you're sleeping. You would have dreams. When you wake up in your dreams, you will get the interpretation in your dreams of what to do. Ideas will become related to 600K. That's the goal you've set. That means you'll be getting flow of ideas, equal to the amount that you have set as your sales goal. So if you set a sales goal of 50,000, you only get ideas of what you can sell for 50,000, how you can sell to get 50,000 naira. But if you set a sales goal of 1 million, your mind would blow. And the kind of ideas you would have, even if you don't make 1 million, you are going to make 500K. Because the ideas will be richer. Are you with me, guys? So I've moved to the flow of ideas. Okay, I've talked about you setting your sales goals, and I've moved to like the element of faith in getting those sales goals achieved. And I've talked about you doing things like writing yourself a check of the amount that you want to earn as a sales goal, setting out a day to pray about your sales goal and commit it to God, saying you need God's help, you need his guidance, because you can make your plans, but God is the one that can direct your steps and the steps of your customers to you. Okay. And then I'm here now with this other part I'm addressing. Okay, but then let me quickly chip this in, please. When I said set aside a day for you to do what? Pray about your goal, right? What you are doing in your prayer is that you are requesting for a higher power than yours to come and help you in accomplishing this goal, which is above you. Are you with me, guys? You set yourself, you humble yourself simply before our Creator, and you are asking him, guide my steps. Please, one of the prayer points you need to pray. I need you guys to be helping me in the comments, right? To highlight some of these key points I'm saying. One of these things I want you to do in your prayer is this. Say, you ask God that he should direct your way, those that need what you are doing. Are you with me? You're asking God for his grace and asking him to direct your way, those that need what you are selling. That your product will transform their lives. Your service will transform their lives. Essentially, you're saying those that God has ordained that when they come in contact with you, they would experience a turnaround in their lives as a result of dealing with you. Okay? And be it in the dressing that they buy from you, how it will change the way people look at them, help them to accomplish all those dreams that they've had. People that the thing that's been limiting them is their self-confidence. But when they come to you and they wear the outfit you make for them, their self-confidence is boosted and their marriages are transformed and their professional lives are transformed. Please, I need you to think along that line and pray for God to direct your way, those kind of people. You know why I'm saying this? When you have a satisfied customer on your hands, you are going to get repeat sales. You are going to get repeat sales. When you have satisfied customers on your hands, they are going to buy from you again. That is repeat sales. Mind you, when someone buys from you for the first time, they are just customers. When they come back to buy from you a second and a third time, they become clients. You need to plan to move from having customers to having clients, okay? Otherwise, you will kill yourself with marketing. You need to have a few people that you know, these are my clients. That is, no matter how good a competitor is, they would always come back to you. You need clients. So clients are customers that have come to buy repeatedly from you. Now, that's one benefit you get when you have satisfied customers, whom there is an alignment between you and them. The second part is this kind of customers will naturally give referrals to you when you ask them. They will naturally talk about your business in places where people that need you are. And word will spread about you. I mean, I have people on my coaching program who tell me that their eldest sister, youngest sister, their brothers, their cousins in another part of the country told them about me, provided them my number. I mean, I have one of us in this coaching call. She may be here, she may be watching Okebukola. I mean, her husband, who is not a fashion designer, was the one that arranged for a one-on-one consultation in Ikeja, Lagos last month, and then paid for this coaching program for his wife to be on. But he said he's been following me for 3 years. He knows me so well, but the wife didn't know me at all. Can you imagine? So guys, these are principles that are deep-seated that I want you to embrace, because these are the things that I do presently, okay? Now, summary of it all is set your sales goal, know how many units you need to sell, okay? Write yourself a checklist or write on a plain paper and put it somewhere where you can see it, the amount that you want to earn. Commit that amount to God in prayer and ask Him to direct your way, the right people that need what you are doing, because the right people will always speak right about you. They will always speak well about you. They will be willing to open doors for you when you ask. And even when you don't ask, they will become your brand ambassadors. Those are my secrets I've shared with you. It's up to you to go and apply it. It's really up to you to go and apply it, okay? So having said all of that, let's do a quick breakdown. Exercise 3. Yeah, the first exercise we did was to find out the highest you have earned before, right? The highest you have earned before in income is what we talked about in exercise 1. Then exercise 2 that we've done so far is based on the information you provided, regarding the highest income you've earned before. And I guided you guys on how to double your sales goal, right? Or triple your sales goal based on the highest you've earned before, okay? Now, so which means set new sales goals. Then I've also given you some pointers of things to do, okay, in order to get results. Now, you may say, oh, I'm not a religious person. Please be guided. I'm not a religious person also. But business has taught me to understand that there's nothing we accomplish without God's grace, okay? So I would never tell you, oh, you can just do 6 figures and 7 figures, by doing this, setting up these goals, running these marketing strategies, implementing this and that. See, you can spend all you have on adverts, paid adverts, and still not make a sale. Okay? Are you with me, guys? You can sell, you can do all you can. Okay, make your social media handle the best, hire people to run your social media accounts for you, create beautiful designs, and not make a single sale. You can have the best of designs and all you get are compliments. Whereas the people complimenting you are downloading the pictures of your dresses and taking to their other tailors to sew for them. Or you are making shoes to do that for them. If you are selling training programs, okay, they look at your outline and they ask another trainer if they have similar syllabus like yours. And if those ones do not have, then they've learned that, oh, they can include it, and they would include and get them to buy from them, whereas you do not get any sales. I hope you're following the narrative here, guys. I mean, I've seen people who have wonderful posts on their social media pages, especially their Instagram page, and then they are not making a sale whatsoever. They're not making a single sale whatsoever. So, guys, I've seen the whole spectrum. What I can say categorically is this: you need God's blessings in order for you to get the results that you're looking for. Okay? And that's why I asked you questions the other time, and you guys emphasize that faith is what drives you to believe that you can accomplish a sales goal and attract strangers to buy from you. Okay, so having said that, let's move on. The next exercise that we need to do right now is this. Let's quickly break down your sales goal. So what's the lowest amount, the lowest price that you have sold at, or what's the lowest price product you have presently? Okay, and what's the highest price product that you have presently? So just tell us. So my lowest price product is peplum dress, is 6,000. Highest price product is jacket, is 10,000. Let's do that quickly. Let's do that quickly as an exercise in the chat. I'll be waiting on you guys to do that right away, right away, right away. It's no news. It's no news any longer. It's no news any longer. I should learn to exercise in affirmations. You need to start calling forth what you desire. Yeah. So rather than lamenting about the economy, lamenting about how things are not working around, working for people and what have you, how people are struggling, rather than lament about those, you know what you should be doing is be declaring what you want. I desire to sell 100 units of my lowest price product, which is the long gown for 6,000 naira. I have sold 100 units. I call forth customers that will buy at 100, buy my clothes. I have sold 100. I picture myself selling 100 units. I have attracted the right customers. They have come my way. Doors are opening for me where I do not expect. Favors are coming to me. Ideas are flowing of marketing initiatives, of offers I can create. The right people that need what I am selling that will transform their lives wherever they are. I speak to the north, I speak to the south, I speak to the east and the west, and I call you forth. Our steps are ordered of God. We will cross paths. Announcers are raised for me. They start speaking well for me in high places. I want customers in the banking sector. I begin to connect with bankers. Doors open for me in banks. I call for bankers as customers. I have sold hundreds of bankers. My dear, I just cited examples of how you can make confessions. Are you with me? So while you are dropping your answers in the chat, I'm busy demonstrating for you. And then if you know how to sing very well, then take an evening walk or find your time, a break, and start thanking God for opening doors for you. You'd be amazed at what happened. I told you of the lady that paid for 2 people, that paid 30K for 2 people, while some other people are telling me they are broke. That money is the challenge. And even though we made room for them to do 2-time payment, they still cannot make it. Can you imagine? Whereas somebody else was able to pay. So which means that the person that was really able to pay 30K for 2 people is someone who needs what I am doing and will get results as a result of coming under my tutelage. Are we together? So I am at peace working with such a person. So that paints a picture for you. Okay, so let's look at the charts. I can see here in the charts Okay, yeah, interesting. Lowest simple straight gown 6K. Okay, someone has a lowest product skirt 3,000. Then highest two pieces 15K. Okay, and then another lowest simple straight. Okay, no, the same person. Okay, lowest simple product is shift dress 5.5, that 5,500 naira, and the highest price maxi gown 13K. Lowest price shift dress 10K, two piece 15K. Interesting. Highest is a lace, okay, dress with trimmings 12K. Lowest by the time she launches is 500K because the least lowest price is, oh, the lowest price is 12K. Okay. Then another lowest price product chiffon top 4K, and highest price product bubble gown 15K. The lowest price product tunic dress 2K, and highest price product embellished A-line dress 9K. Oh, lowest short gown 5K, and highest maxi gown 11K. Interesting. I love these answers that you have given me. Okay, there's one more here. Lowest is the lowest is gown, is a gown at 7K. Okay, another is lowest is top or skirt 5,000. Okay, and highest price board dresses at 15,000. Okay, interesting. I love these answers. Very, very interesting answers. So we're going to be doing a breakdown now. Now we know your lowest price products, right? And we know your highest priced products. Okay, lowest priced, then highest priced. Okay, we now know. Now let's do a breakdown. We want to know at your highest price, how many units do you need to sell in order for you to get, in order for you to hit your sales goal? So if your sales goal, for example, is 10,000, your sales goal, for example, is 100,000, and your lowest price is 5,000, then it means we divide the 100,000 naira sales goals by 5,000. So that would give us 20. So you will need to sell 20 units at your lowest price. Okay. Oh, sorry. I said we are working with your highest price. Let's say your sales goal is 10K and your highest price is 10K. Your sales goal is 100K. Your highest price is 10K. 100K divided by 10K gives us 10. So that means you need to sell 10 units at 10K in order for you to achieve your sales goal. Then if your lowest price is 5K, that means divided by the 100K, you get 20. So that means you need to sell 20 units at your lowest price in order to hit your sales goal. So let's start with your highest, your highest price product. So I want to know how many units you need to sell at your highest price product in order to hit your sales goal. So how you do that is by typing the highest price. Okay. So if your highest price is 10,000, you now type 10,000 naira times, then the sign, multiplication sign, times, then how many units do you need to sell to achieve your sales goal? So maybe 10,000 naira times 10 equals 100K. Then your lowest price also, you list that too. Maybe your lowest price is 5K. So it will now be 5,000 naira times 20 is equal to 100K. So can we do that right away? Let's do that right away. Okay, I can see some of us already answering that. I like that. Now, 10K times 10 units. Oh yeah, good. Then what about your lowest price? So if you can type them together, that would be awesome. So for some of us that do not have that enter feature that would allow us in our typing, to write in two different lines, we can just write comma to separate the two answers. So I can see someone here saying 10K times 10 units is equal to 100,000. So that means the highest price is 10K. She needs to sell 10 units to achieve 100,000. Good. I'm waiting on the rest of us, please. I can see here that you guys are providing only answers to your highest price. I need to see the answers to your lowest price also. Okay, let's do that quickly. Okay, fine. Muriah, lowest price is 100 units, and then she highest price is 23 units. Okay, but you didn't indicate how much you're selling at the lowest price and how much you're selling at the highest price. That's one I need. So it should be 23 units times your highest price, 100 units times your lowest price. Okay. Okay, good. I can see Vela. Vela here is doing awesome. Vela is saying 10K times 10 units. Good. We give her 100K for our lowest price. So, well, the highest price is 15K times 7. We give her 105 for highest, which means she's exceeding 100K. Good. I like that, Vela. Wonderful work you've done there. Okay. So, if you're Kachuku, yeah, they were saying here 10K times 10 units, 100K, 7K times 15 units, 105K. Oh, similar to Velas. Okay, good. Okay, good. For Olowo, please, you need to do the math again. Okay, 10,000 Naira times 10 units will give you 100K, whereas 5,000 times 20 units will give you the 100K for at your lowest price. Okay, units is saying 2K times 50, 100K. Good. Lowest is okay for Bree. Lowest is 25K, 25 units at 4K. Highest is at 7 units at 15K. Good. Then Tabitha is saying 100 units at 3,000 Naira will give her 300K, while 12 units at 120,000 will give her 100K. Oh, interesting. I'm seeing the okay. Moriah has corrected us. Beautiful. Oshwari says 5 times 10 will give her 50K. 11K times 10 will give her 110K. No, Oshwari, you need to do your math again. The sales goal is 110,000 you are aiming for. So that means that you need to sell 5K, right? At 22 units in order for you to get 100K, 110K. Melvina says she needs to sell 7.5 units. Well, Melvina, there is nothing like 7.5 units. There has to be a round figure. So in this case, 7.5 is the same as 8 units. 8 units at 13K will give you above 100K. It's normal. It's normal if it's above 100K. Don't you want to make it above 100K? So 8 units at 13,000, that would be 104,000. Interesting. Whereas 18 units at 5,500 Naira will give you 100K. Good. Now we're talking about, okay, Prudence here has 12K times 8. No, I don't want 8.3 units. Round it up to a whole figure. That is 9 units. So 12K times 9 units, that's 108,000 thereabouts. Okay. Whereas 6K at 165 units. Are you for real? Please do the math again. Then Luashi says 60 units at 5K will give her 120, and 20 units at 15K will give her. No, you guys are not doing. Okay, 60 units at 5K. Are you sure? So that means, yeah, you're right, please. You're right. I like that. You're right. Josephine, 20 units at 12K, okay? Okay, Olowu, 10 times 10. Yeah, fine. So you guys, we are good to go. I appreciate the things that you've done. Okay, so now let's review. I hope you are learning from these exercises that we're doing, the exercises that we're doing. Now, take a good look at the figures that you've written down. You can see the number of units you need to sell at your highest figure, right? And the number you need to sell at your lowest figure. Can you tell me what have you learned from that? Or what is running through your mind as you're looking at the number of units you need to sell at your highest price and the number you need to sell at your lowest price? Can somebody please unmute their mic and tell us their experience? What is running through your mind as you're looking at it?
Hello.
Good morning. Okay.
Hello. Good morning, ma'am. Your name, please.
Okay, Edera Ifakachukwu.
Okay, ma'am.
I'm Edera Ifakachukwu.
Yes,
okay.
you can take the floor.
What I've learned is that with 20 units from my own, with so for me to achieve the 100K, I could sell just 10 at my highest price.
Okay.
I could sell just 10 units at my highest price, as compared to selling 15 units at my lowest price to get 105.
Okay.
It means I need less work achieve the 100K
Okay.
compared to making 15 units of 105,000. I don't know if that's okay.
So I know it's okay. Tell me more. What other things are going through your mind? I want to know your thoughts.
As in, it will be faster. Production will be faster actually for the highest price.
Okay.
And I'm just believing that it's achievable with the highest price.
Okay. Okay, that it's achievable. Okay. Are there any other crazy thoughts going through your mind?
At the moment, no.
Okay, because for some of us right now, as you're looking at these figures, this logical explanation here, but at the same time, there are thoughts that are coming like, wow, what do I need to do to get people to buy? Good morning, ma'am. Yeah, Madam Olu, okay.
Yeah, what's going through my mind? I have to get, if I'm doing that, I have to get a minimum of 20 customers for my list for the lowest price. That's those that we approach to buy I should have a target of 20 if I'm to sell at my lowest price. But if it's the highest price, I want to target then minimum of 10 customers, as in 10 people to approach.
Okay.
That's not to what she said, or what I'm thinking again.
Okay. Any other thoughts going through your mind?
Well, no, not at the moment.
Okay, good. Good. Well, thank you. I need one more person to hear your view.
Hello, good morning, Coach.
Hello. Good morning, ma'am. Your name, please?
It's Eunice.
Okay, Eunice. Okay, after Eunice, Prudence will take the floor. I can see she raised her hand. So please go on.
So presently, my target is I'm going to work based on my both lowest price and highest price for the month of May. From what I have, my lowest means that I'm going to need 50 units of my lowest to meet up with my sales goal for May. And I'll be needing 10 units of my highest price to meet up with my sales goal. So on my end, what's going through my head now is I'm going to get 10 customers for my highest price, and I'm going to get 50 for my lowest price. That way, I will shoot beyond my sales goal for the month of May. So I'm not looking at just getting for highest or lowest. I'm looking at I'm getting two. Like I'm looking for 50 people right now to pay my lowest price. I'm looking for 10 people to pay my highest price. So that at the end of the day, I can move ahead that 100K. You know now, Coach.
I love the angle you brought it from. So we're adding that to what everybody has said so far. I just love that about you. Thank you so much. Okay, this is why, a video class is very beautiful, I'll be able to really get everybody to pitch in because we are learning from one another. I love that. Okay, so Prudence, right? Can you please come on board? I can see Prudence raise her hand, then Melvina Olisa is raising her hands. So Prudence, the floor is yours. But if Prudence is not available, Melvina, you can unmute your mic.
Hello, Good morning, Coach. Good morning, everyone.
Hello, good morning, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What I actually wanted to say, she just read that off my mind. The last speaker, she just she just read that off my mind. So there will be no need of repeating.
No, recap it. Let's hear your own view. Your own is part B.
All right, no problem. So for me now, for the next month, that's month of May.
Yes,
my set goal was actually 100K. So for me to achieve that, my highest price was 12K. So I'll need 9 persons to give me that. And if I'm to do at my lowest price, which is 6K, I'll need like 17 persons to do that. And like she said, honestly, I wasn't even thinking about just the highest or the lowest. I was racking my head to know how I would come up with the total number of persons to achieve higher than what I've aimed initially. And I think that's the essence of this whole class.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Can you see now that you really added a good bit to what she already said. I love that about you. Well done. Well done. You guys are actually making me, excited. Really. I'm definitely going to go past 12 p.m. from what I'm looking at, and then I'll have the rest of the day off. Okay, Melvina, please, over to you. And then I will wrap it up for, our feedbacks. Then I'll tell you some of my points that I need you guys to take home. Okay.
Good morning, Coach.
So Melvina, please. Good morning, ma'am.
Everybody. And from this thing, I understand that I need to, since like I've been making product that I put out for sample, and people maybe when you put it at a price, they will be bringing down the price, and it will be like you're not making sales. So from this thing, I learned that I need to figure out the number of people that I wish, the number of product that I wish to sell to make my target, to reach my goal. Like I need to figure out and know the actual number of sales and work towards that number. Like I will use the number as my mark to reach my goal. So that is what I'm meant to understand. And with that number and the price that I've gotten so far, whether low or high, like I have always aim high, but they're bringing me low. So I need to make products at that price that are bringing me, and know the number of products that I will make at that price to reach my goal.
God bless you. God bless you. I'm clapping for all of you. I mean, I'm super excited because of these feedbacks I've gotten from you guys. Okay, let me tip in something. Those of you that are in the April edition of the 90 Days to Launch, you would realize that in the first class, I kept hammering on it, that it does not matter whether you are selling at a low price or a high price, right? That you can still make profit. That is what has come to be now. And then for those of you in the March edition, when we had your class and then there was this break-off session where people were like, can we really do this thing at low price? Customers are telling me that the price that they want is low, blah, blah, blah. Now you can see that pricing is not a limitation when it comes to, doing your business right. The most important thing is to get your sales goal. The sales goal is the mark. That is what you are working towards. So once you know the numbers that you need to get, that's what, when you hear people say, know your numbers, know your business numbers. This is part of it. If you know the number of units you need to sell in order for you to hit that amount, you will no longer listen to your fears. You don't want to associate with people who say that the economy is bad. You no longer want to be associating with people who only think of impossibility, because right there in your presence, you are seeing numbers. And all you have to do is what? Get the numbers in, and you get your sales growth. Like those of us that shared earlier, right? Like you already know that, mentioned that you already know from the figures how many units you need to sell at your low price and how many minutes you need to sell at your high, at your highest price. Okay. Now those of you that mentioned that, good. You already have an idea of where the work is cut out for you. What I was trying to get at when I was asking what are the other thoughts going through your mind, are they fears and what to be, is this. For some of you, the thoughts may be locking in your head, and now that I know the number, what do I need to do to achieve it? When you hear that kind of question in your head, right? Because that question will pop up in your head. What can I do? How can I go about accomplishing this now? Please do not entertain negative thoughts. Did you get that? Don't for any single minute entertain negative thoughts. What you should admit is this: I don't know what to do. Then you now go out to find out what to do. So you need to always ask yourself, who can I talk to? Where can I get the answers? What can I do to get these numbers? Always be asking yourself questions, because the solution to problems is asking questions. Are you with me? If you want to grow and get results, this is the proper way to go. Guys, I'm working on your minds. That's what I'm doing here. For those of you that mentioned that you observe that, you don't necessarily need to focus on only the lowest price product or the highest price product, that you can actually go for the two. And if you are able to accomplish the two, you double your sales goal immediately. Big thumbs up for you. Remember when I was telling you guys earlier on this video that we have two eyes, we have two nostrils, we have two lips, we have two set of teeth, right? We have two ears, two cheeks. Most part of our bodies are in pairs. Now you understand. When I said you have the potential to double your income, that is what just played out. That was what you guys discovered. That is those of you that realize that, hey, I can actually go after those that will pay me the lowest price and those that will pay me the highest. Since you understand this concept, what it means is this: you will no longer be limited to those, conversations on Facebook groups, especially fashion Facebook groups, where they talk about customers who cannot pay you big money, who are pricing you down. Because now you know how to even milk those ones who are pricing you down. Let me give you an instance, guys. My coaching programs are not expensive, really. I want to charge high. I desire to charge high, and I'm going to charge high, okay? However, I did my math, and I'm like, oh, in the Nigerian sphere, I don't think I can charge high. You know why? Because we have a very low buying power in Nigeria. The product, the course that we're selling for 15,000 naira, right? One of us that signed up for the April edition, she's an American, as a full-fledged American, not a Nigerian born in America, full-fledged American. I mean, she asked me, okay, how much is it in dollars? And I was like, it's $34.25. And then she's like, oh, that's affordable, that's cheap. And I'm like, yeah, compared to if you were to pay some American coach how to make money in your business. I mean, they'll charge you as low as $297. Okay, but you are coming to pay for the same training for $34, and she can afford it. In my mind, I'm looking for more people like her. If I can get 100 to 1,000 people like her, oh my, I've blown. I'm relocating fast. Why? Because they have a higher earning power over there that we do not have here. But for my audience in Nigeria here, so how do I play the ball? The way to play the ball for my Nigerian audience is to play at the price points that you guys can afford. So recently, some 2 weeks ago, I visited the home of one of my clients. She is on a one-on-one coaching with me, okay? She paid 65,000 for one-on-one coaching, ready to be on the budget course, and this April edition of 90 Days to Launch. And then I got to her house, I'm like, this lady is living in a wonderful mansion. Wonderful mansion. And then she told me her stories, her challenges, and then we looked at it. I realized that if I can help her solve her problems, she's going to remain loyal. This is somebody that can afford to pay me 100,000, 200,000 in the nearest future. So my pricing has helped me to attract people like that, and then I can now upsell. So guys, but then there's something I need you guys to take note. If you find out that you cannot handle so much, then you can focus on the high-priced customers. If in your mind right now, you cannot envision yourself, getting a lot of customers paying your big price, well, time is against us. What I mean by time against us is that right now, unfortunately, you need somebody to do mind reset for you. So we're not doing mind reset here. So what I would say is that if it's a lower price that you are comfortable with, then make sure you run through that lower price, marketing, and get the numbers. That is the number of units you need to sell or sold in order to get the sales that you want. It's as simple as that. That said, on one hand, on the other hand, if you are only fixated on the big customers, the ones that can pay you big, and that's all you ever wanted, fine, go for it. But if you feel like, oh, I think I can double my sales if I aim for both ends of the spectrum, that's wise. Yeah, I give you 2 thumbs up. Okay. Now, last point I need you guys to please take note of is this. It is not so much about the number of customers that you have. Are you with me? It's not so much about the number of customers that you have. Not so much about that. It is so much about the volume of sales you can get from each customer. Did you get that? The volume of sales you can get from each customer is what matters, not the number of customers that you have. So you can have one customer that buys one product from you and loves what you have done, and that person is ordering for 5 more. Okay, so that is a case of one customer buying 6 units of your book, of your product. Remember that we are playing with your lowest price and your highest price. There are actually people who, there are other products that you have whose prices are in between your lowest price and your highest price. So if a customer walks in and buys one of your products at your lowest price and loves what they've seen, what they've bought, they may now come for the other different products. Some, say your lowest is 5K, some 6.5, some 7,000, some 9.5. They may even buy your highest product 10,000 at the 10,000 rate, and you realize that one person has actually made 5 sales, 6 sales, 7 sales with you, and then you are good. So the game is go after as many customers to achieve your sales goal in terms of the units. But if one customer buys a lot, oh, that's great. That's a big advantage. Okay. The more customers you have on your books, that means you. So having said all of that, this is the next deal. We need to now look at what marketing strategies can I use to sell my product? How can I sell these products that I have? So I am looking at your charts right now. And in your charts, I can see the different lowest price products that you're selling and the highest price product. For example, I'm seeing the lowest price as I'm scrolling, ball dresses at 15K, top skirts at 5,000, lowest at 5,000 with, for another person is short gown and maxi gown. Another tunic dress at 2K, embellished A-line dress at Nike, chiffon top at 4K, that's lowest, highest is interesting. Now the deal is this, how do we get customers to buy these products from you? If you want to get customers to buy products from you, you need to do the following. Please take notes. You need to do the following. You need to have a marketing plan. Do you get? And a sales strategy. So you need a marketing plan plus a sales strategy. A marketing plan. So what do we mean by marketing plan? Okay, you want to plan for how to get these customers now. You need to have a plan that you would follow in terms of getting customers, in terms of generating the sales that you want. One of such is this, right? We said talk about the marketing plan is we need, hold on, marketing plan. In the marketing plans, we need to know where you can get your target audience. So we start with your target audience. We start with your target audience, okay? And then we go to locations where we can find your target audience. So let's quickly deal with this. Okay, so who are your target audience that you are looking to sell these products that you have for? Can you please put that in the comments? Let's look at that right away. Who are the kind of people that you are looking for as target audience? Okay, thankfully, most of us here, almost all of us here are in the 90 Days to Launch coaching program. So you are not unaware of the taxonomy, which is target audience consists of customer segments. There's a target audience, there are customer segments that you're targeting, okay? So what you do for me is this, in the comments right now, quickly type for me, who are your target audience? You can have as many target audiences as possible. Who are your target audience that you want to sell these products for? Or these products to? Let's do that quickly. Okay, so while we do that, I could see here that Atinuke raised her hands. I guess she wanted to talk about something. Atinuke, can you unmute your mic and let's talk while others are typing in the comments, their answers. Okay, Yanolua says our target audience are working class men and women. Interesting. Prudence says working class men and women. Interesting. Okay, both of you all are facing the same type of target audience. So, Atinuke, do you want to take the floor quickly and let's talk? I saw you raised your hands. I don't like ignoring people, okay, but if you are no longer interested, we can proceed. The rest of us, I'm waiting for you in the chat, please. Okay, I can see Olu's target audience are not career nursing moms and big tummy women. Okay, okay, interesting, interesting. Okay, and then Mosumala is targeting moms. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 of us have provided answer out of the lot of us that are here. Okay, Vela is saying, oh, Vela is capturing the content for us. Thank you so much for that, Vela. Okay, so so I can see Bree is saying she's going after working class lady. Eunice is going after working class and business moms. Okay, iPhone is going after working class women. I don't know who iPhone is, but that's the DP name I'm saying here. Interesting. So I like the answers I've gotten so far. Okay, I can see here for Vela, she's going after working class ladies. Okay, middle-aged ladies. Okay, great, great. Then I can see Marvina here is going after working class and business women. Oshuare is going after women and young ladies. Oh, iPhone is Anita Marbury. Okay, Anita, good to see you. Maybe you need to try to edit your profile, information on Zoom. Josephine is going after women within the age bracket of 25 to 60. And Oluwaseyi is going after working class ladies, parents with boys and girl children. Okay, interesting. I love that. Now, we know who your target audience are, right? The people you are looking out for as customers. The next thing we need to work on is what are the specific customer segments you want to go after now? We've left the realm of imagining how much we want, writing down how much you want, and breaking it down, to know how many units you need to sell, okay, at your lowest price and at your highest price. We've done that, and then we've reached a consensus that you can actually go after your lowest price after the number of units you need to sell at your lowest price, and what you need to sell at your highest price together. We reach that consensus, consensus that you can actually go for the two of them together. Now I need us to fit in, break it down here. Like, okay, who specifically what kind of people do you want to go after within your target audience now? Okay, I can see here Olu says target audience are nursing moms and women with big tummy. Great. Etete Florence is saying that she's going after fashionable working class men. Good. And Shirley Santana is going after women aged 30 to 45. Good. Now, if you guys have an opportunity to talk to a specific customer right now, or some groups of customers right now within your target audience, can you describe for me who these people are? I know you are going after women aged 30 to 45. So can you tell me which kind of women aged 30 to 45? So in the comments, type for me customer segments that you want to target. Now, for those of you that are in the 90 Days to Launch coaching program, especially the April edition that you had an assignment to submit yesterday, you would see how the assignment will be helpful right now if you've done it. Because in the assignment, in the marketing research guide, I already guided you on how to create your target audience and your customer segment. So all I need from you is your customer segment. So who are you now going after right now? We already know how much you want to earn as sales. We already know the number of units you need to sell at your lowest price and at your highest price. Now you need to market these lowest price products, your highest price products, and the ones in between. You need to market them to people, right? And who are those you want to market them to? We said your target audience. So within your target audience, there are different blocks of people. that you can market to right now. So which are those that you would like to market to right now? That's your customer segment. So can you provide answers for me, please, in the charts? So I can see Prudence is saying that our customer segments are men and women in manufacturing firms, male kids of their both parents. Okay. Okay. So that means she's actually going after men and women in manufacturing firms. At the same time, she's interested in parents with male kids. Interesting. Okay, so Vela says she's going after bankers, teachers, corporate ladies generally, and ladies that like freewares. Good. You are now, getting a clear picture of those that you want as customers. For me, right, my target audience are fashion designers, fashion entrepreneurs. Those are my target audience because not everybody who is into fashion is a fashion designer. Okay. So in my case, fashion designers are my target audience, but my customer segments are fashion designers into ready to wear. That's a clearly defined audience. Fashion designers into ready to wear. So I'll call them for short, ready to wear designers, or anybody who wants to go into ready to wear business. Okay. Those are my target audience. Now, the others are my customer segments within the fashion designers target audience universe. Okay, another description are fashion business owners who are doing 6 figures. Who are doing 6 figures and 7 figures. Those are people I'm going after. Okay, good. Now that you guys are giving me these answers, we are making progress. Okay, I can see Olowe here. She says our customer segments are for our customer segments for the target audience, nursing moms. Our target audience is nursing moms, but the customer segments are career nursing moms. Okay, those women who are nursing moms but are career professionals. Okay, now business nursing moms. So that means nursing moms that are business owners. Okay, then she's going after middle class nursing moms. Okay, and the upper class nursing moms. Okay, interesting. Then Eunice is going after bankers, business owners, medical personnel. It's so specific. I love that. I love that. Seriously. Okay. Florence is going after heads of departments in civil service, company owners, and big business owners. Wonderful. Now, government workers. Eunice is also going after government workers aside from bankers, business owners, medical personnel, and contractors. Okay. Musmola is going after entrepreneur moms, bankers, and moms with daughters and sons. Good. Oluwaseyi is going after bankers, doctors, female entrepreneurs. Okay, interesting. And Tete again, Florence is going after high-rank government workers. Beautiful. I love these answers that you guys are giving me. I love them. But unfortunately, only few of you are giving me answers. Mipudenstiana is not talking. Whereas Alu, Duma, Gifty, you guys are not talking. Lucy, you're not talking. Oile Morayo, Efeka, Edereo, you're not talking. Bukola Gideolu, you're not talking. Yanoluwa, you're not talking. Melvina, you're not talking. Tabitha Durable Clothing, you're not talking. Anita, you're not talking. Bree, you're not talking. Shelly, you have not given me an answer. Shwari, Teresa, and Josephine Oko. Guys, this is a practical class. You want to set sales goals for next month to accomplish. This is not an education gathering class. I'm not interested in education, guys. Educating me, I'm here to help you plan and get results, okay? This is a practical class, please. So I need you guys to step up to the plate and provide your answers, please. Okay, Anita, finally, we got you. Bree, we got you to answer. Teresa, we got you to answer. Good. Okay, Teresa is looking at bankers, government workers, ladies in manufacturing industry. Bree is going after marketers in companies. Okay, then Anita is going after single ladies and married ladies between 23 and 45 working in corporate firms. Okay, and female business owners, executives within and outside Nigeria. Oh, great, great. Okay, so the rest of us, I'm waiting on you guys to provide yours also, because the thing is, when we are done with this class, you can't come to me and be asking me questions that we could have answered here. Okay? Because here It's a group coaching session in which I'll be able to guide, correct, because your own assumptions may not get you the result you want. So I'll be able to look at them and tweak for you. Okay, so now that I know you know who your customer segments are, then we can proceed. Guys, let me state clearly to you that you need to know clearly those you are looking for as customers. Are we together? Those you are looking for as customers, you need to know clearly and then create a plan to attract them. So far, you guys have given me, okay, your target audience and your customer segment, which is interesting. We know your target audience, right? Target audience and there's customer segments. We know you know them now, right? Now, the next thing is this. You need to answer a simple question. How can you locate these people that you can? So the question I'm asking us now is, so the next question I need us to answer is this. Where can you locate these people? How can you reach out to these people? Can you please provide answers for me? So now take the floor in the chat. Let's talk. Give me an idea. I want to know. Let's just talk generally. I want you to talk to me in the chats. How can you locate these people? Guys, the way to solve a problem is by asking questions, strategic questions that will direct your thinking. That's what I'm doing here, okay? If you are left to your own device, that is left to just think it on your own, work on it on your own, you will likely struggle, okay? So in this kind of setting, this is a controlled environment where you are not distracted. You can apply your thinking. Okay, so I'm seeing here in the comments, Florence is saying this is a major problem and she's seeing only a few of them in her church, which is good because you've given me an answer that one of the places where you can locate these people is in your church. So now Mevina says, truth be told, she doesn't know how to locate them. Good. Now you guys are answering my questions and I like that, okay? So let me hear your thoughts. How can you locate them? There are no bad answers. There are no good answers. If I don't know your level of thinking right now, if I don't know how your mind is functioning right now, I won't be able to advise you. All you will get is beautiful beautiful answers, beautiful guidance. You would enjoy the class, you will get good answers from me, but you will not be able to see results as you apply them because they may not be related to what you are doing. Okay, so you participating actively in this exercise is helping to knock off from your mind what doesn't work and what will work. So let me look at your answers and then address a few of them. Okay, so I can see here from the answers I have here, Melvina say, oh no, not Melvina, Lucy says that talking to friends in organizations where our target audiences are to refer her to their other friends. Perfect. Everybody, please, I need you to note that down in your notebooks, please. Note that down in your notebooks. Okay. Now, the funny thing is that for some of you, the answers that you're providing, all you need is just me to validate that they are right so you can proceed with them. Okay. Too many times we have great ideas of what to do, but because of our limiting self-beliefs or because of our ingrained experiences of the past, we tend to think that we are not good enough and then shortchange ourselves. only for you to later learn online some of this success story where they listed out exactly what you've been thinking, and then you start biting yourself for not having had the courage to move on. Okay, so the answer I saw here from Lucy makes absolute sense. Makes absolute sense. I mean, she said talking to friends in such organizations where our target audience, our customer segments can be found, to refer her to their other friends. And then Bree said she can locate them in their companies. Good. So now if Bree is saying she can locate them in their companies, then it means that Bree needs to start coming up with a list of these companies she can reach out to. Musumala says she can reach out to them. She can locate these customers of us in banks, in church, in our church, and in our kids' school. That's a start. Great. Then Mevina. Oh, Mevina says the ones she know can't pay well for our goods. Well, with this class that we've had so far, now that you know that there is you can work at your lowest price product and your highest price product, don't you think they can still afford you? So this brings me to this point for some of us. Please, for some of us, right? Our minds are the limiting factors that have stopped us from crashing out big time. So let me clarify that quickly. See, for some of us, right, we are so hung on looking out for those customers that can pay our big price to the detriment of those that can pay our low price. We are so hung up. And then we are now like only fixated on those big customers. Then we don't get these big customers and I wonder why we are not able to make our sales. So please, let me bust the bubble for you guys. Let me bust the bubble for you guys. Please, you are entrepreneurs, right? It's not a glamorous work. I hope you heard me right. Working as an entrepreneur is not glamorous. Nah, it's not. It's about you getting in your workloads and getting in the debt every day, doing what is necessary for you to get the results that you have aimed for. Anytime I say entrepreneurs, especially fashion entrepreneurs who do not set sales goals, I'm looking at people who are playing with being broke, who are playing with a potential lifestyle of lack. Sales goal is the key, is the first step. Once you set your sales goal, know the figures, know your numbers in terms of how many units you need to sell in order to achieve that particular sales goal that you set, okay? Within your sales goal is your profit. So there's no point in you coming back and trying to ask like, okay, is my profit in my sales goal? Are you out to sell to make a loss? Your every unit you're selling at, every price you are selling at, right? There is the cost of production and your gross profit embedded. Okay, so the gross profit is where your profit is coming from. While the cost of production is where you recoup the money, that means you recover the money you spent on producing so that next time you can go back and do what? Buy more. Okay, so that said, next thing I need you to now look at, like based on what we're discussing here, right, is identifying the people you want to sell to. When you're identifying the kind of people you want to sell to, you need to be very clear about those categories that you want to focus on for now. You cannot focus on everybody within your target audience. No, you can't. You need to focus on only a few select categories so that you can concentrate all your energies on looking for those people to get them to buy. I hope you know that every Sunday churches are generating offerings. Offerings are revenues for churches. They don't come on social media to tell you to come and give them offering. They don't run paid adverts. Yet churches are filling up and getting customers. Have you ever asked yourself, how come? How is it that churches are able to get people to come for services on a Sunday morning, and they generate revenue every Sunday, every weekend? And they are not on social media trying to post on Instagram or Facebook in order to get people to come into their inbox and buy from them. Have you ever thought about that? Do you know there are a lot of businesses that don't need to be on social media for them to sell? Yeah, running a food truck business. You need to have a location. You need to get out there and talk to people and get sales done. It's not everything that has to be on social media before you can sell. I mean, I once watched Vusi. There's this South African guy, his name is Vusi Temba Yuka or something like that. That guy talks about business. And he cited an example where some people or someone walked into a Ferrari, Ferrari sales dealership, and then a car dealership rather. And they were requesting to buy a Ferrari, and they told them the amount of the Ferrari, and they said, it's too, Toyota is less expensive. Toyota is cheaper. And they said, hey, well, go to Toyota. Why are you looking for here? Which means they said they know clearly who they want as customers. They know clearly who they are going after as customers. And I read somewhere that most of these sports car companies, they don't run paid adverts to get, or adverts online to get customers. Can you imagine? Tesla runs ads, but when was the last time you saw a Tesla car ad? Yet they always sell out before they launch. Let me chip in another for you. While I was still in the business of selling laptops, right back in 2013, I had dealers in the computer village in Lagos here in Ikeja. That's a major hub in Nigeria where you can get any type of computers. Okay, so I reached out to some of the dealers in HP laptops, and from them I learned that HP already has partners across the world. That is computer dealers, right, who sell computers from across the world, who order their products. And the way they operated back then was that anytime, every year, they have a number of HP computers that they intend to manufacture and sell. They reach out to all their dealers, right? That is computer dealers, people that sell computers. They reach out to all their partners across the world to ask them to place order. Now they have different levels. They are the HP Platinum partners. They are HP is it Silver partner, Diamond partner. What that means is that at each level of these membership levels, these car dealer, computer dealers are ordering their products. That means if you are buying a large amount of their computers, you will get into their higher partnership agreements. And the people that are buying a large quantity, say for example 1,000 units, they may be people that fall into their their platinum partners. And for those people, they give them extra discount, extra perks, extra benefits, as it were. So those in the lower cadre of their membership partners, right? People that are dealers that are partners to HP. Those ones, maybe people who buy 500 units. The price at which they sell to those is a little higher than those that are in the platinum package. All in all, the goal is that HP announces a year ahead and tell people like, oh, for 2021, we are producing only, say, 2 million units of computers. Now come place your orders, because it's your orders that we will work with in producing. So all their partners will come in like, hey, I would like to order 1,000, I would like to order 500, I would like to order this and that amount. And then when they pull all the orders from these different partners together, that determines how much, how many units HP needs to produce for the coming year. And once they produce those, they stop production. All they produce afterwards are parts, repair parts and what have you, for their partners who are, doing repairs, and offering guarantees or warranties. HP doesn't come on Facebook and run an advert telling you to come and buy HP laptop. When was the last time you saw an advert from HP to come and buy their laptop? When was the last time you saw an advert from Apple to come and buy their laptop? It is their partners that run adverts. So guys, quit this idea that, oh, it's only on social media I would sell. Because what we are trying to do here in this class is me guiding you through the mental processes you need to undergo in order to get the sale you are looking for. So you have to start thinking beyond online. That's why I asked you the question. Where can you find these people? Where are the locations you can find the people that you want as customers? So I look at the chart again, and I'm seeing here, for some of us, you said in your church and people walking past your shop, good. That means your shop has a large traffic, foot traffic. Okay, fine. Now let me quickly review some of the ones that I've seen here. Well, I talked a lot there. So social media, one-on-one approach, referrals, okay? Referrals from family and friends through advertising, like direct contact to organizations, social religious gatherings, social media and referrals. And then you can, okay, someone here, Yanoluwa here says, okay, through online surveys, speaking to people one-on-one, okay. Eunice says she has friends in different customer segments, so she'll get referrals from there, or better still, enter their company herself. That's an aggressive woman there. I love that. Okay, Shari says, okay, now church and people walking past our shop area. Okay, Shirley says Facebook and Instagram, interesting. Okay, Hello, Duma says marketing online to your target audience. Okay, Gifty, okay, already gives us our target audience. Okay. Oh, okay, this is your target audience description. Yeah, I like that. Now for Olu, she says offices, referral, church, social media. And then Teresa says through online shopping and referrals. If you're going to say, if you tell me that you're going to get customers through online service, where are you going to share the online service? That's where that's the real answer. So online survey is not the answer, please. Where are you going to share the online survey? There is the answer. Okay, Oluwaseyi says banks, clinical meetings, clinics, churches, government offices, and our contact list. Okay, Gifty says word of mouth, online referrals and events. Lovely. Then Prudence says social media referrals, networks of family and friends. And she says I'm very right. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So I like the answers that you've given us so far. Right, I really like the answers you've given me so far. Now the interesting thing is this. Let me lay it out. See. Remember the 4 P's of marketing: people, places, promotion, and price. So far, we've talked about price. Price as related to setting your sales goals and knowing how many units you need to sell. So far, we are talking about places now. Okay, we've talked about people too. People as in your target audience and your customer segment. Then we've talked about price as related to your sales goal and how many units you need to sell in order to hit your sales goal. Now we are talking about places. Can you see how the 4 P's of marketing are flowing? Okay, so now let me look at the charts again, because my head is busting right now. Okay, so yeah, Vela says, okay, she will try and catalog and carry it around when she's done with her samples. Oh, that's a good idea, my dear. You're not thinking like an entrepreneur, my dear. That's what I mean by getting in the debt and then doing the work. GD, that's what I mean by getting in the debt and doing the work that needs to be done. Well done, well done. So my dear, it works. Okay, I mean that there's dignity in labor. So now, Ifeaka Chukwu says running survey on social media, okay? Then word of mouth and referrals, okay? Then Ologu says, yeah, okay, flyers at occasions and what have you, fine. Okay, so guys, let's piece this together, okay? Let's piece this together. Now, let's talk about the locations properly. This is how it works, guys. You need to know where you can find your people, the people that you want as customers. You need to be clear about where you can find them. That's number 1. And then number 2, you need to be comfortable with the kind of people you want to target. Did you get that? You need to be comfortable with the kind of people you want as customers. If the kind of people you are targeting as customers are those that when you are in their presence, you'll be shaking, my dear, what that means is that you are not yet mature to go after those kind of people. Drop it. Hope you got that. If the kind of people you want as customers that you feel can pay your happy price, right? As such that when you stand in their presence to have a conversation with them, you will be intimidated. My dear, you will just turn yourself into an emotional wreck. You will just turn yourself into an emotional wreck. Okay? So that's one of the things I need you to please take note of. See, birds of a feather flock together is not just a simple saying. Birds of a feather find solace in each other's company. But when you are in a company where you feel intimidated by those there, it means that somewhere in you, either mentally or physically, you are not cut out for that gathering. Please exit. Then go and start at a level you are most comfortable, then grow to that level. Let me tell you a quick little story. There are some, if you ask me, my ideal customers is in a perfect place are those who run established fashion houses and want to expand their lines, you know, and they want to really go international. Those are my ideal clients. Now, many of them are already doing good, already doing 6 figures and 7 figures. If I approach them that, oh, I would like you to help you grow your business, one of the areas they will tell me they need help with is in running paid ads, and then somebody who can do done for you jobs that, oh, we'll run your marketing for you, we'll do your sales for you, we'll do this and that. And I'm like, right now I'm not cut out for that because I need to raise a team. So that when I tell them, oh, we can run ads campaigns for you, that can help you do 8 figures and what have you, there is a team in place that can introduce them. So now that's the issue. You did? That's the issue. So for me, I realized that if I want to penetrate this kind of people, I think I'd better invest in a training that covers extensively how to run paid ads like a marketing agency. And marketing agencies that run paid ads for people, they do it in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions. So the kind of people I'm going to be talking with, they are operating at the millions level, my ideal customers. But for now, I'm still putting structures in place, so I don't want to go after them. Doesn't mean that I will now stop making money in the meantime. No, we keep making the money and keep growing towards that point. Okay? So I have to scale it down. Who are those I can attend to? Okay, now the people I can attend to right now are fashion designers who I don't have all the resources, but are willing to trade time to learn how to do things. Okay, so that's what I do. That's the audience I'm targeting right now, and we are growing. Okay. Okay, so guys, the deal is this. When I asked you to come up with where you can find your target audience, okay, you would realize that there are places you can get them online and there are places you can get them offline, right? Places you can get them online, places you can get them offline. Usually you should start with offline, okay? You should start with offline, then proceed to online. In order for you to generate sales, let me just nail it for you straight away. You need to create something called offers. Please note it down. You need to create something called offers. Offers. Now, offers for your products. Buy one, get one free. Buy this, get that free. You need to create offers. With offers, you'll be able to attract people to come and buy from you. Okay? You create offers. Are we together? You need to learn to create offers. And then when you create offers for your product, you promote those offers to your target audience where you can find them. Okay? Can you please note that down in your notes? You need to create offers for your products and do what? Promote to your target audience. So can you give me some examples of offers that you can create for some of your products that you have, for some of your trainings that you have? So that's what I need us to do right now. Then the next thing is I'm going to ask you which kind of specific businesses that you do. Then I'll start giving you ideas of what you can do. So let's do that quickly. So what kind of offers do you think you can produce? So let's do that in the comments right away, please. Let's do that in the comments right away. What kind of offers do you think you can produce? Okay, so we are that. Sorry, I need to put myself on the main screen again. Okay, there's been an interruption on my end. I'm trying to fix that. Okay, so guys, so far we already know how many units you need to sell, right? At your lowest price and your highest price. We already know the kind of customer segments that you are targeting. The next thing is location where you can find these people. If you know the locations where you can find the people that you want as your target audience, the next thing is how do you get to those locations to get them to know about you and see what you are offering. That is the next thing. Okay, so I can see here some of the answers that you are giving. Okay, I can see buy two get one free offer. I can see discounts. Yes, you are right, Vela, by discounts. Okay, Prudence, you are right by saying make 3 guests and get dresses and get the 4th one free. Interesting. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so keep dropping examples of the offers that you think that you can create. Okay, because there are some other things that need to point out here. Once you know the location where you can find your target audience, whether online or offline, the next thing is you reach out. You are reaching out, introducing yourself to them. Okay, you're reaching out, introducing yourself to them, and then placing your offers before them so they can buy from you. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, now I'm waiting for you guys to give me answers as per your offers, different types of offers that you can create. I can see refer a number of clients and get free. Okay, good, good. Make 3 dresses and get the 4th one free. Good. And somebody says discount, buy 2, get 1 free. Now, offers are what you use in getting attention. Okay, offers are what you use in getting attention to you for people to come and buy from you. When you create an offer, you are like trying to lure people to come and buy from you. However, when they get to you and they make their first purchase, their next purchasing with you doesn't necessarily have to be as an offer. They already know you this time around. Then buying from you comes easy. Okay. So that sell, I've told you that you need to come up with what? Offers. Okay. Now come up with offers. Now let me break it down. We are going towards we are going towards May. We are planning towards May. Okay, planning towards May. So let me break this for you. Please note this down. Let me read through the offers first, and then we come back to the things I want to say. Oluwaseyi, the thing about you saying that they don't come doing offers and what have you, I'm trying to understand you there. I'll come back to you, don't worry. Don't get discouraged by offers, but don't get discouraged. It's a process. Everything will click together eventually. The thing that you're doing today that isn't working, right? When it in time to come, when it start working, you'll be wondering why it's not working. That's the funny thing. Okay. So Florence says here, buy 2 senators' dresses and get a free cufflinks. Refer someone and get a percentage from the person's purchase. Okay. Get 3 set pack and a nursing cape free. Okay. Refer a number of clients and get free. Get 3 dresses and a satin bonnet free. Okay. Florence, thank you so much for this. So Oluwaseyi, this is what Florence is saying, that you need to break down what you've been doing. Which kind of offers have you been giving? Which kind of offers have you been giving? You know, so we can understand and people can give you ideas of what to do. Okay, someone is saying here, get 3 dresses and a satin bonnet free. Good, good. Now that you have said this, now let me break this down for us. Hope you guys are not tired, but because I was going to suggest that maybe we should have a second class next week, Saturday. I'm willing to create time next week Saturday, but it won't be as long as this because this thing is a serious matter that we're talking about here. Okay, so here we have at least we've sorted you out up to your customer segment, so to speak, and then knowing where you can find your people. Okay, the locations where you can find them. Then next thing is we now do what? We go out with offers and promotions. Okay, so good. Now, since Aloduma says that we should do next week, I hope you have learned something this week. I hope you have learned something this week, guys. If you have learned something this week, let me know in the comments, okay? Because I really stretched it already today. Okay, so let me quickly chip in some things to us. Okay, thank you so much. I can see your comment that you guys are saying you've learned a lot. Now, this is what I would like to say here. Let's quickly do this quickly. Can you tell me the kind of business you do presently? The kind of businesses you do presently. Please list them so that I can give pointers in this regard. What I intended to tell you guys is this: creating of offers, and from creating of offers, I go into you guys understanding lead generation and then running promos. Lead generation and running promos. That's what I need you to know next. That means you have offers, then you need to do what? Generate leads, then running promos. Okay, so guys, quickly tell me, let me know what type of fashion businesses are you doing currently? That's where I would like to give you ideas of what to do. Okay, so okay, Oluwaseyi and somebody else is saying, oh, next week Saturday is your birthday. Hello. Don't worry, next week Saturday class will be early. Well, if you guys can hack it for an 8 o'clock class, 8 a.m. class, 8 to 10 a.m., and we'll be done. Okay? So, Muraya says, spike up your wardrobe with this Salah on 10% discount on your purchase. That's good. That's an offer. Yeah, that's an offer. Okay, now, Oluwaseyi Mobile says 20% discount on every offer within a time frame. Valentine offers. She even did 40% discount to before. Buy 3, get 1 free. Free gift, one every purchase in the month end. My dear, what I'm seeing here is that something is fishy about the target audience that you're serving. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. So okay, so Oluwaseyi Mobile makes and sells dresses, then sells sewing accessories. Okay, she makes and sells dresses and sells sewing accessories. Okay, okay. So while waiting to launch your are ready to wear, Vela is trying to keep up with her bespoke. Okay, though it's not helping her life. Yeah. Then Prudence is doing bespoke tailoring and human hair business. Okay, great. Great. Then I'll be able to give you guys pointers. Let me note this down. Okay, I'll give you pointers along these lines and then I'll wrap it up for today. Okay. So I can see bespoke tailoring. It's so easy to get carried away with bespoke tailoring examples. Human hair business. Okay. So selling human hair business. Okay. Then okay, Florence makes she sews, so that's bespoke tailoring. Okay, and then selling online. Okay, selling materials. Okay, she sells sewing materials. Okay, oh fine. I have a few people here selling sewing materials and tools. Okay, okay, and then I have here. Okay, so Gifty also had bespoke orders, okay, and the fabrics, okay, good. Fabrics and then bespoke, interesting. Okay, fine, guys, I like these examples that you have brought up, so let's quickly talk about them. Before I talk about them, let me just give you one. Remember, next week, Saturday, when we have our concluding class, we are going to be focusing on two things essentially. The first of them is your offers creation and lead generation and running of promotions. Lead generation and running of promotions. Okay. So, and these are what I mean by that. I've seen you already know the kind of people that you're looking for as customers, right? You already know some of the locations where you can find these people, right? You need to start generating contacts of this kind of people so you can reach out to them, and then you can run promos for them. What I'm saying essentially is this: if you know that your target audience are those government workers, the question is, how can you build a list of government workers that you can reach out to? That is the question to answer. If you are going after, okay, if you are going after nursing moms and you realize that, oh, they are in your kids' school, okay. Now the question is, how can I get contacts of nursing moms in my kids' school? In my church, how can I get contacts of men? Like Florence Itete has talked, right, about making men's clothing, and she's wondering, like, how can she approach men? Florence, I have an idea for you. Thankfully, you listed it as one of the businesses that you do. My dear, go and meet the coordinators of men's groups in your church. Okay? Go and meet the coordinators of men's groups in your church and ask them to give you referrals. Ask them to help you promote what you do. The coordinators of the men's group in your church. Now use what you have to get what you want. Make something for them, either for free or at a highly discounted price. Try your luck. Because you need to turn them into your announcers. That's one of the marketing strategies that we'll be talking about when we talk about promotions. Are you with me, guys? This procedure simply is, when you know who your customer segments are, you need to find a way to get to the places where you can find them. That was why I asked you about locations. When you know the locations where you can find them, mostly offline, leave online for now, offline, then you need to ask yourself, who are the people that I know that can connect me to these places? So you need to make a list of the people that you can connect with to get into those places. I mean, that's one of the ways to go about it. When you know the kind of people you want as target audience, as a customer segment, and you know where you can find them, you need to ask yourself, who are influential people in those places that you can get to? And through them, they will give you referrals. That's how it works. So if you know bankers are people that you're looking for, like someone who wrote the marketers in companies, then who is the marketer in a company that you can talk to that will give you a referral, whom you can visit in their company, and by your visit, you'll be able to talk to the rest of their colleagues, or you get them to give you the contacts of their colleagues, and you can follow up on those people, okay? That is what you need to do. Whether you're in Nigeria or outside of Nigeria, referral marketing still works. Okay? If someone refers you to their friend, you don't need to pick your phone and call their friend directly. Send a text message introducing yourself, how you got their contact, and try and book an appointment with them on the phone. That you would like to call them, please. When can it be convenient for you to talk to them? So and so person, give me your number because I'm into this line of business and I asked her to give me a referral. If it is not too much to ask, would you mind I call you? Send that kind of message, then get their permission to call. Then you can call them. Or maybe get their permission to chat them up on WhatsApp. That's how you do it. Okay? So for those of us that are wondering, how do I approach these people? This is one of the ways by which you do that. So I'm going to get into that next week because we really talked a lot today. Okay? I mean, if you were typing, it was a typing class, we would have spent 5 hours. This is an equivalent of 5 hours of typing. So guys, having said that, let me look at the different businesses we have here. Bespoke tailoring. For those of you that are into bespoke tailoring, okay, you need to know how to use announcer marketing strategy. That thing works like magic. Yeah. When you know the kind of people you want as customers in your customer segment, just think it through. Who are the people you know presently that can give you referrals to those you are looking for? So if you are looking for government workers, who do you know that can give you a connection to government workers? Now, he may be a fellow government worker. So if you are looking for somebody in a particular industry, say bankers, you should definitely be looking for bankers as customers. So when you're looking for bankers as customers, you ask yourself, who do I have in my contacts as a banker who I can reach out to link me up with their colleagues? That's the first step. If you do not have a banker on your contact list, then look through your list of contacts, family and friends. Who can I talk to? Who can give me referrals to a banker? So the person that you talk to, who is not necessarily a banker, right? But as bankers, as friends, will now link you to their banker friends. Once you are linked up to a banker's friend, when I say link, they give you their phone numbers, they give you their email. Those are the two essential ways by which you can reach out, right? Or they even give you their Facebook names, so you can go search them out and then chat them up on Facebook or Instagram handles. Once you get these contacts, you reach out, you introduce yourself in the most polite way that you can ever come up with. Let them know who gave you their contacts, and you now seek their consent to call them. Call them or WhatsApp them, okay? Or to continue sending them messages in the DM. You need that. Now, that's one step of announcer strategy. Another step to announcer strategy is looking for people that have real influence within the circles of your target audience. It may be that your target audience are members of a particular church. Like the example I gave Florence, you are looking out for people within those those circles whom everybody else look up to. For instance, you're making milk wares and your pastors in your church are men. You should head over to your pastor and sow a seed in his life rather. Yeah. Sow a seed in the pastor's life in terms of dressing. With bespoke tailoring, you don't necessarily need to make the clothes yourself in terms of buying the fabric to sew. No, ask them for their fabric and tell them you will give them a wonderful design. Have a conversation with them regarding of their styles, their preferred style. Go through the extra mile of giving them that top-notch experience, including packaging. Deliver it to them and expect them to say, wow. If your work will not get people to say, wow, don't use this strategy, you waste your time. When you do a wow job, ask for referral. The moment they're asking you, they are saying, wow, like I love this, my dear, ask for referral. Then open up. Please, I would need referrals from you. So with an answer strategy, you should be working on like 5 people right now that are very influential, not just 5 random people. Please, when we say the first phase of the announcer strategy I talked about, when you are looking for people that work within the kind of organization that your target audience have, you are only asking for invitations. You are asking for referrals. Okay? Now, this person may not necessarily know so many people, but they can give you the referrals that they have. Then you start building up from there. It doesn't mean you have to offer them free sewing, free clothing. No, you can offer them special discounts, even at cost price. But you need their help. And usually when you are asking for referrals, most of the time, the people that would give you referrals are family and friends. So it's not that you need to make something for them in order for you to get referrals. However, if you understand the love language of these people you are seeking referrals from, please use it to the maximum. For some of them, gifts might be their love language. For some of them, it's attention. For some of them, it's words of affirmation. If it's words of affirmation, keep praising them. Keep praising them and ask for referral. They will lap up your praise and gladly give you referrals. If it is gifts, look for what they love, the things that they enjoy the most. Oh, they love watching movie, particular genre of movie, buy a CD of that movie. They love bananas, buy them fruit bananas. They love what do you call it, wine, buy them wine. Just because you want them to give you referrals. The thing is understand people's body language and seek their help. It's not necessarily have to give those people, your products or services for free. You need them to just connect you within the organizations, or if they know people that are working in the organization you're looking for. So if the person giving you a referral only knows people within the kind of organizations you're looking for, then the people they are referring you to in that organization is actually your announcer. So you reach out and then you go visit it. When it comes to sales and marketing, you don't stay in one spot and expect customers to come to you. You go after them. You can go after them in their DMs, via WhatsApp, phone calls, or visits. By all means, you go out. Are we together? That's the deal. Okay. So with bespoke tailoring, you need announcers. You need announcers that have influence over the target audience. So when you look at your target audience, you see you can find them in your kids' school. Who is that teacher that is most influential in that school? Who are those within that school that are popular with parents? They're the ones you should go after and give them a gift. If the most popular person in your kids' school is a male teacher, and is married, then go after the male teacher and let him know you want to make something good for his girlfriend or for his wife. That is how you tie them in. Then the male teacher, tell them, please refer me to parents. They will link you up with parents. If it's in a church unit, maybe children's church, if you are doing kids' work, go after the head of the children's church. Or wherever you can, get their attention, and from them, link up to the authorities of children's church. And then use your gift, because the gift of a man or a woman will open doors for them. Now, gift in terms of their gifts, your ability, and also gifts in terms of the physical gift you give to them. In this case, your free service. Okay, I'd like to make something beautiful for you. Please, I'm need referrals. I'm reaching out, to people that have influence, and then they will pay you attention. But you know how to be polite, you get good returns. What about people that are into human hair business? Okay, you're into human hair business. Who are those that need human hair? The human hair that you're working with, that you have. Look for them. Who do you know that can link you up with such people? I mean, when I say who needs, I'm not talking about who just needs it for fashion alone. I'm talking about people that really, really need it, because those are your real target audience, and then you'll be able to do what? Get them to buy from you. If you're into human hair business, you need to get on social media. For you, you need to get on social media big time, and then be blasting everywhere with information of your human hair and who needs it. Then offer some wonderful, wonderful discounts, some wonderful offers, that are very mouth-watering and attractive. Okay. Then for those into sewing materials and tools, simply you need to use the same. Oh my, an answer strategy, marketing strategy works like crazy. You need to talk to people like me to help you announce on my platforms. You are looking for people that own online groups that relate to sewing materials, that relate to fashion, where designers can be found. And then either you pay the admins for adverts or you seek their help to help you promote what you're doing. Okay? So if you have to spend money on advert, please spend it. They are not always expensive, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 for you to post on their groups and what have you. But if you are going to be shared paying, let it be a group that has a lot of people and people that know what you're doing. Yeah, that has a lot of members on it. Okay. Yep. Otherwise, you can offer some, very high discount for the group admins in order for them to allow you to post your products and produce. Fabric dealers, the same thing applies to you. Okay. Fabric dealers, people like us can help you. People who are already dealing with fashion designers, okay, are very great for your customers. Now, fabric dealers, if you know other people that need what you are selling, the kind of fabric that you're selling, maybe bankers that need those fabric that you're using for, that they use for suits or for shirts and whatever, you can also reach out to them. I mean, talk to people within your contacts. It all starts with you asking those around you for introductions, as it were. Okay. So, guys, I need to pause here. We spent since 9 o'clock. We had glitches, and then we had to do what, to log out and come back in. Let's put a stop to it here for now. Next week Saturday we'll conclude. Okay? Are we agreed on that? By next week Saturday we will conclude. Thank you very much.